Okay.
Starting with some great typing. Okay. So here we go. Can you all see the home page?
Yep.
Okay.
Not if I don't log in.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's important.
Friendly reminder for a rule that I just broke myself about the typing and the background noises. If we can endeavor to mute ourselves when we're not speaking. And when Judd gets all logged in, I will give it a couple bits of silence, and then just for the background noise elimination, and then we'll get cracking. Right, here we go. Okay, so stand by for some brief silence. We can all just have a moment of prayer. May the force be with you too. Okay, we can begin. Everybody roll a d20.
Oh man, we still gotta do it.
Yes. I mean, he makes a good point.
Oh my
What?
god. Oh.
Well, this isn't fair.
Adam getting lucky.
The only time a 1 is good.
Indeed. Wow.
Although I'm slightly disappointed because I've done my summary in the form of a diary of Dr. Glade, so I'll publish that on the wiki instead.
Oh, that's
free
great.
to take over it. You know.
No, that's okay.
I want you to share your creativity. I'm here to encourage it.
Maybe you can support
Yes.
when, you know, if Judd, for whatever reason, forgets an element that you've remembered.
Oh, yeah, for whatever reason. Why is this token upside down?
Because Trevor thinks he's funny.
Oh,
It's something I've always done since we've used Roll20.
is it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just always turn it upside down on the homepage.
All right.
Okay.
Whatever floats your boat.
Well, we started the last week with the start of a battle against a troll. That Adam, medicined back to health and death. We travelled onward, meeting the creepy old blind lady and her weird family. Everybody else fell into the obvious trap that it was creepy and ghostly, and got the futures read. Which, while in character, was still quite disappointing. Quite like it when you do that. Yeah, we're talking about things the future held, challenges for our quest. But then we got to Langdonford, as I recall. Once she disappeared by morning, we arrived in Langford. We split up, find rest for a place to rest and lodgings. Craftsman information good for town about the fish. Supplies, and didn't get that far, I think. But what possible repercussions there could be for killing this fish? The blacksmith, I think he was blacksmith.
Yeah, it was the blacksmith.
Just happened to be the blacksmith. Always handy. Did say that many people have tried before, and while no one succeeded, it was an issue that they assumed they'd cross when they got to. About all it in for this.
I think we discovered that some guy called
There was a fisher guy, wasn't there?
Yeah,
He'd lost a hand to him.
leg. Old Dave.
Oh, his leg. Yeah, old Dave. He's previously tried to catch the fish, unsuccessfully.
But we might want to go visit him.
He would be the knowledge in the area. Local knowledge always important.
I think the blacksmith agreed that he might be able to make us some kind of shiny lure. We discovered that the catfish likes tasty and shiny things.
Yeah. I think we were forming some kind of plan of a lure and chain, and some large beast creature to assist. in fucking up.
I think the blacksmith suggested we go to Bill Bates' tackle shop, who sounded very piratey or
Is he a
old.
Mr. or a master?
We will find out, I guess. And I think that's where we left off.
Yeah, that's right. You finished the last session having walked into Bill's, and he turned around with a huge beard, crazy eyes, and a hook for a hand. And
Oh, was he the hook-handed guy?
he was the hook-handed man.
I remember there being a hook-handed fella.
Indeed. So it was old Bill. I believe. Oh, here, I'll move the. Okay. I believe it was Malin and Dr. Glade who went to see him.
That's right.
We'll come back to Crickus in a moment. So let's see if I can.
Crickus just be with them since it's only us three.
Yes.
Yeah, just to make it easier.
No.
We ditched you for a reason. And you've walked in, and as I recall, he's turned around and with madness and fire in his eyes, and said, "So you've come to catch the catfish, have ya?"
Yes, we have. We've heard the legends, we've heard the tales, and we've come to capture it.
I think ye that ye will be the ones to catch that fish.
Perhaps with your help and our money.
Money, I have no use for money. All I care about is seeing that fish die.
You sound
That
like
seems
the
quite
right
a
man.
Quite a common thing.
Aye, it took the best years of my life, and it took my hand.
I mean, if you weren't good enough to catch it, maybe you should have left it alone.
What would you say to that? I think you just ignore it. Aye, sit ye down, and I'll tell ye a tale of woe and fish.
I'll look around for a seat. Is there a seat?
Yep, he has some barrels and things that you can use as a rudimentary chair.
I take a pew.
I've caught every fish in this river, every single kind, except that accursed catfish. Years ago, I tried, and I got my comeuppance for it. And he gestures with his hook. I'd heard the stories of the great beast and its powers, so I loaded myself up with great harpoons, wickedly sharp hooks, and strong cable. I didn't know how to lure the fish to me, so I did the only thing I knew would work. I made myself a false festival a ways up the river. I got me a boat, I got me some crops, I got me some meat and gems, and I carried out the ritual. I banged the drum, I spoke the speech, and sank the boat. And it worked true enough. He appeared from nowhere, charging me down with a speed I didn't think possible from such a great beast. It tore into that sinking boat with a ferocity that made my blood curdle. But I was cunning, lads, cunning indeed. I'd hidden one of those hooks in a chunk of beef, and to it lashed me a cable and fixed it fast round a large tree. That beast gobbled up that meat, and he got himself stuck. It was only after that he showed his true power. He thrashed on the line so hard it felt as though the earth shook, and the waves he made with his enormous body were taller than a man. My body sparked all over with the excitement in the air and the thrill of the hunt. I could feel all my hair standing on end. The fish darted and thrashed with a great quickness, and I had no hope of controlling the line, so I did the only thing I could. As he passed near, I leapt onto his back, harpoon in hand. The bloodlust swelled within me, and I cursed the name of Old Thunder as I raised the harpoon high. But at that moment, the tree gave way, and all the tautness of that cable was released, and it struck back at me in terrible revenge. My hand was high with the harpoon in it, and that cable sliced through it like it was nothing, but I paid it no heed. The betrayal of my hand could not stop the hunt, and I forsook it to grab the harpoon. Driving it down, I found the harpoon was to betray me too, and the point could not pierce his leathery hide. With one hand and a useless harpoon, I clenched the stick between my teeth and took hold of the cable, trying to drive the fish towards the shallows. It barreled for the bank true enough, but as it approached the edge, it dove underwater. I braced for what I thought would surely be the end of me, dashed upon the muddy bottom, but no bottom came. When I opened my eyes, I found I'd been transported from the shallows of the river to another world, still below the water and just as muddy, but the riverbed stretched as far as the eye could see on all sides. Poking from the reeds, I could see Rex resting on the floor all around. The fish dove towards the bottom, but I noticed now it had a stream of blood coming from his face. The hook had pierced his mouth at last, and he was bleeding from the wound. I saw my chance and tied the cable around my waist and stabbed at the fish again with my harpoon. This time, the spear sunk true into its hide, and I bucked wildly. It hit me with its mighty tail, and I shook loose from the cable and away from the fish. It disappeared amongst the reeds, and a shadow passed over me. I looked up and saw my own sinking ship high above. I swam hard, fighting the urge to breathe with every stroke, and finally I reached the prow, and climbing aboard, broke the surface, and found myself back in the river, aboard a sinking ship. I went back to that river many times, but always the bottom was where I expected it to be, and always solid. I never tried catching that fish again. I crawled into a bottle and opened a shop, and here I remain. Think you greater? What bring you to this quest that means that you will succeed where I have failed?
Well, sir,
Well,
that is the most
Good.
shocking tale I've ever heard.
Are you sure it was only after the fish that you hit the bottle?
Such a shit starter. I was on the straight and narrow. I had a loving wife and a thriving fishmongery, but after that fish took my dignity, I couldn't look her in the eye. I went and dove into the tavern, and I never came out.
Well,
I mean, nature has a way of dealing with the pride like yours. Seems like you've got what you deserved.
Are you here to hunt this fish, or are you just here to insult me? Oh,
6 of one, half a dozen of the other?
and he puts a harpoon on the counter.
Is this one good enough for hunting fish? Or do you have
It'll be
other-
good enough for you if you don't watch your tongue.
It's often been an issue I have.
no, perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. No pun intended to a fellow victim we've heard about. Of the
Aye, that'll be old Dave. poor
Yes, old
bastard.
Dave. Yes, poor bastard. Well, let me be the first to say I would gladly slice open the belly of that catfish and retrieve your hand if I could.
That's very kind, thank you. I'm sure it's all been rotted away all
Yes,
these many
yes,
years,
yes, I'm
but
sure.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Thank you. So we have a little gold, and we've already gained much of your knowledge already from your tale. But do you hire yourself out? Could you repeat the ritual and the fake festival for us and attract the fish? We are determined to capture this beast.
I could be persuaded to help you, but you will need to gather the ingredients for the festival first. I know a few things, but only performed it many years ago, and I am old now and cannot go about running here and there. I have a shop to keep. But if you come back and you bring me the pieces I need to help you, between us, I think we can manage it.
So Dr. Glade reaches into his pack and gets out his notebook. I will make a list. Go ahead.
Aye, every year at the festival, we do the same thing. We do a procession down the street, chanting and singing. We play the drums, and then the priest from the local temple comes, and he gives us a ritual sort of chants. You see, chants. Then we take a bark, a great boat built just for the occasion, and we fill it to the brim with lovely crops, corn, the best corn, and meat, the best beef, and we fill it with gems and precious metals, and then we sink it into the abyss. And when it sinks, oh, that's when the fish comes, and he takes the boat down into his sunken lair. You will need to catch me. You will need to fetch for me some of this corn, some of this beef, some of these gems and stones. We'll need a boat, which will need to be built, and then we'll need to get the ritual words from the priest. Between all these things, I think we can manage it.
Okay.
A word of caution, something I had not that you may wish to consider. If you are going to fight the beast in its home is underwater. You may require something which gives you an advantage in the murky depths. Something to help you breathe, help you stay down there for more than a minute or so.
Aye, that hadn't passed me by. That is a challenge. I may have to consult my friends on that one, but building a boat, who would we best go see in the town to build us a boat, or perhaps purchase one already made?
The boats that we use for the festival are purpose-made. It's a small city here.
Oh, I see.
Boats aren't spare. But if you had the wood, then we've got a shipwright in town. But we could get them all kitted out, get the wood planed and get it all in place. You'll want to see, excuse me. You'll want to see the Tuies, George Tui, nice man. Anyway, he's the shipwright, and he'll help you build the boat. The only other thing we'll need is the steel girders to hold it all together, and that's hang on. And he thinks about it for a second while he tries to remember which name he assigned to it. The only other thing you'll need is the steel for the girder, and that's from Mr. Reed, Langton Reed. He's the one that supplies all the reinforcements for the boats that we build here in the town.
And whereabouts in the town may we find George Tui and Langton Reed?
George has a large workshop right on the river, just in the center of town. And Mr. Reed works out by the blacksmiths, working with the steel, just down another couple of blocks.
Sorry, I've misunderstood. Is Langton Reed the blacksmith or someone different?
No, Langton Reed works with the steel for the girders, but the blacksmith is a different man. He does the day-to-day things. Langton specializes in ship construction.
Okay, thank you.
I think wagons too.
And how much would it cost to build a boat for us?
That's a question for Langton and George. I don't know. I just sell fishing equipment.
Okay.
Now the gems, they sound the expensive part of this endeavor.
I wouldn't think that you would buy them retail here in town, but luckily for you, we're backed up against some very mineral-rich mountains. I think you could probably harvest them yourselves if you had a bit of adventuring spirit about you.
Oh, we have that. We have plenty of that.
I guess we could go mining. Never tried that before.
It's all gone very quiet. Still in the shop.
Yes.
Is somebody in the middle of talking?
No. Dr. Glade might look at Cricus and Malin, and we may. Could we have a private chat about the breathing underwater matter? Is there a quiet corner of the shop we could go to?
Aye, of course. It's just me, so I'll excuse myself into the back room for. And if you want to set up over there by the fly fishing reels, and he points, and at the back of the shop, you can see that there's a section that's a little darker, sort of out of the way, further from the door. You'll find it most private.
Okay, so let's go over there, and I ask Malan and Cricus, have you any knowledge of or anything that can help us breathe underwater? I mean, I don't know if you picked up from his tale, but there are several sunken ships down there. If they were full of gems, this might be quite the unexpected bonus, if you get my meaning.
Yeah, but we have to think about where those ships are and what's sunk first.
Of course. But once we've dispatched the catfish, they may...
That's assuming it is the catfish.
Yes.
It's possible the catfish ate the gems too. So
I hadn't
maybe
considered
when we
that.
kill the catfish, we check its stomach.
How often is the catfish seen without this ritual? That's what we need to know.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I know a little bit about the world, and it sounds awfully like there was some kind of planar transportation involved in this story. Hence, asking why you needed to drink is what happens when you mess with things you can't understand.
So you think the ritual opens up some portal for the fish?
Fascinating. And do you
And
think...
what else would explain moving to a watery world from... I mean, this isn't the largest river in the world, is it?
I must admit, I thought it was just the ravings of a madman, but...
But how would the fish get back to its regular world?
Portals. Portals. Don't know. Merely a thought. It could just be the ravings of a drunken man who took on what he couldn't handle and was broken by it. Serves him right, really.
Well, I can try casting a spell to get them to get all the materials needed for the ritual. If we don't want to dirty ourselves and do it ourselves.
Is that possible?
It is. I could try. No guarantee it'll work. But if it doesn't, we're stuck right where we are now, so there's no sense in not.
So run that by me again. You're going to do a spell so he will collect the corn and the beef and the gems and the boat for us.
Yes.
How many gems are we talking?
More than I care to mine out of the mountain. Because it sounded like the boat needed to be completely full.
I mean, what I was trying to get at, if we could figure out the problem of breathing underwater, if that is at all possible, then go down and collect gems from the sunken boat that are already at the bottom. If the catfish, we should be safe if the catfish doesn't materialize unless you do the full ritual. We should be safe down there to collect some gemstones.
There might be people we can speak to about the breathing issue.
And how deep is it? Maybe we just can hold our breath long enough. If we don't have to worry about the big fish.
What kind of people do we need to talk to?
Kind of shaman, so any of the...
I'm sure one of the priests.
If there was a wizard around.
Yep. It hasn't passed my notice that you can transform into animals. Is it possible you can transform into a marine animal? Swim below the surface?
Possible, but it can be difficult using forms you've never experienced before.
Okay, we've got ideas, but no formal plan.
I would require more experience before
Okay, so we need to
take on
seek.
a more difficult task.
We need to seek out a wizard then. I think. Are you and some kind of underwater breathing spell? I suspect that won't come cheap.
Shouldn't be too expensive though.
Okay. Step 1, find wizard. Step 2, buy underwater breathing spell from him. Step 3, go swimming, get gems. Step 4, buy corn and beef. Step 5, build a boat. Step 6, catch catfish. Oh no, we need to get the ritual words as well. Unless your spell will work.
Has nothing to do with summoning catfish.
Say again, sorry?
My spells have nothing to do with summoning catfish. Oh, you mean cricket?
No, yeah, the
Yeah,
the
I
old
can
fella
try
said
it
we
if
need
you-
to get the ritual words from a priest, did he say?
Yeah. He
But
said one of the priests have the ritual words and something else we need, I believe.
you think you may be able to coerce him into doing some of that for us?
Possibly. If we want them, do we want them to do everything or a couple?
Be a very boring adventure if we got other people to do everything for us.
Yes, it would.
Easier money.
Only on a successful attempt.
Are you you still talking out there?
Marginally.
Okay. And you just hear from the back.
This guy's probably gonna want shot back soon. I think the biggest issue we're gonna have is financing all this.
Yeah, the boat's going to be the most expensive. I wonder if we go there first and price that up.
Perhaps I just try to cast my spell to get them to get the boat, and then we worry about everything else.
Didn't the old fella say he would pay us back for any expenses?
Well, he said there was a certain amount of he has some goals. We could try and get some back for that.
But that would take it out of
Part
the
of it,
final
that
paycheck.
That comes out of what. The gems thing seems to be an interesting choice.
Well, yeah, I suppose depending on how well we do at collecting gems, that might pay for
Everything.
Might pay for for the boat and if we're successful. So the options are mining or diving.
If, as I say, as it sounds, there is some kind of transportation thing going on, then without the full ritual and the catfish there would be nothing to mine.
Yeah, but at least we would know the diving spell works, so it wouldn't be a completely wasted attempt.
Why wouldn't it work?
Well, I've never dealt with wizards before. I don't know how trustworthy their spells are.
Well, he wouldn't be a very good wizard if they weren't.
No, but he may be a very good con man. Perhaps it's my time in the shadier sides of Notice that has made me untrustworthy. Untrusting.
Are you untrustworthy?
I'm not untrustworthy, no. I'm a doctor. You can trust me, I'm a doctor.
That just means you know how to hurt people.
And help them back up.
Thank you, yes.
But hurt people.
if necessary.
Not that I'm against that. People get hurt all the time. Okay. Bro, we need to find somewhere to to do the water breathing thing first.
Yep. Let's ask the old man if he knows of any local wizards.
That's the best plan I've got. From there, we start working on a lot of them.
Bill, are you there?
Are you finished?
Yes, yes. Thank you for the use of your shop. We like your plan, and we're going to try our best to get the resources together. Now, the matter of breathing underwater is something we're not familiar with. We're thinking we may need the services of a wizard. Is there a town wizard?
Not in Leidenford, no.
No. Is there one in town at the moment? Have you heard any rumours?
Not recently down the licensed premises. But you might check at the market, or there's always a few weirdos out in the...
Excuse me?
You cut out a second.
There's always a few weirdos out in the...
Out in the where? And
Woods.
Why are they weird?
Practicing all kinds of magic and this and that, trying to stay out of town so that they can foodle about with those kinds of crazy things. I've had enough magic for one lifetime.
Yeah, they're the weird ones. Not, the town of fish worshippers. Nothing strange about that. But just for the fact that they wish to be, left alone and serve nature, I don't see why that would make them weird. Yeah, perfectly understandable.
Is there anything else?
How often is the fish seen without the ritual?
Rarely. Especially nowadays. More or less so. Maybe twice a year?
Any particular season?
Well, the festival's always at harvest time, but
Makes sense.
otherwise, random, sporadic.
Would anybody keep records on that?
Fish sightings? Maybe at the old temple out of town, but it's been ruined for a long time.
Yeah, I just mean you all worship this fish. Surely if it appears to people, then knowing when it does that would be interesting.
Oh, I see. I think you've overestimated the belief in the fish in the
So
town.
you don't have a festival dedicated to the fish?
Of course we do, but
you
it's
don't
less
donate
godly
anything to the
worship, and it's more folk legend.
Well, what's legend about it? Quite literally see the fish.
No, I don't think you quite understand. There used to be a great deal of worship in town, but in the last few hundred years, it's become less and less.
I think he's saying it's a tradition now more than it is a ritual
Aye.
for their god.
For their fish god.
Former fish god.
Right. I mean, I'm interested in these quote-unquote weirdos in the woods. Seem like a much better set of people than what we've found so far.
Well, we could, with your guidance, go reach out to them.
I'll be back. I need to get some water. I can't keep talking like that. My throat's killing me.
I say we kill this guy.
Whoa.
I don't like him.
We murder hobos?
Well,
No.
we don't know how to do the
we've
ritual.
got to be murderous rich people. It's not murder. He quite literally threatened.
Uh,
I think he had provocation for his threats.
It's true.
you were rather rude.
Was that?
Okay.
Pardon me. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not really for murder.
Oh, good.
I mean, I certainly don't like him.
Well,
And he's pissed.
he can hear
Raving
you,
lunatic drunk. He can.
Malin.
Yeah, you're saying this out loud in front of him.
I have no issue with that.
I think we'll be off now.
Well, you know where to find me.
Did you see the bit where I turned myself into a bear? I have absolutely no fear of a drunk fisherman.
Are you talking to the fisherman?
No, I'm talking to my friend.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to think Malin said that as we were walking out the door.
Yeah.
You. Yeah, you exit the fisher shop, the bait and tackle shop.
So, what plan are we going to enact? We've come up with several ideas.
I like the mining better than checking the river for gems. Because if the fish eats the gems, we wouldn't find any.
If it's that easy to mine gems, why is everybody not like a gem merchant?
Because they're dumb.
People in general are dumb.
I mean, did you see how crazy
they're
that guy was?
Yeah, well, they're also quite greedy.
We can go steal some.
From?
Don't know. I imagine the temple has a lot.
Yes,
Especially
because
the-
your last heist went so well.
Hmm.
It's because our last heist was written to fail.
Yeah,
Bold
we're
of
doing
you
this
to
for
assume
the
this will-
moment.
Yeah. So. I mean, if we all want to go collect, 1,000 experience, we have no need to see any druids. Do it all.
Sorry, say that again. I didn't understand that bit.
If we all wish to go collect 1,000 experience, we don't need the druids. And I can turn into a fish. I think. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Yeah, we need to see the druid.
Okay. How do you find a druid?
Outside of town is usually a good place.
The outside is big.
I can agree that outside is a lot bigger than inside. But people must know their general location.
And perhaps we can go to that old temple he mentioned.
That
To
old
the
temple
fish.
sounds like a solid choice.
Off we go.
Seems like a small job we could do without the assistance, the other two.
Let's find the location of the old temple.
On that note, I just need to deliver some milk. Yes, you may call me the milkman. And yes, I always comply.
Gross.
Alex, is the ruined building on the bottom of the map the ruined temple?
It is.
Okay, that's what I figured. Looks like Boone was there or is close to it.
You don't know where Boone is.
His avatar's on the city.
Yeah, but you don't know he's there, do you?
Nah, I'm just
There.
saying that was his last known location.
Not to you.
Hmm. Dr. Glade, shall we head to the temple?
Yes, I'll follow you. I have no idea where it is.
I think it's south. I think I saw it when we came in, but I'm not entirely sure. It was a ruined building. That's all.
Can I open the door to Bill's shop again? Hey, Bill!
Yep. Ding, ding, ding.
Bill, are you there?
What?
We're heading to the old temple. Where is it?
South.
Okay. Follow the river.
Out of town.
Got it. Bye, Bill.
I told you.
Are we
Good,
asking
good,
Christopher
good.
Walken for instructions though?
Pardon?
Oh.
Sounded like Christopher Walken.
Damn, I can't do a Christopher Walken impersonation.
I hit that temple. The only place I could in my ass.
Classic.
Yeah. So,
So-
are we good with the temple plan?
Good.
So we head south.
Are you gonna do it, or shall I?
Oh. I forgot I can control the character. I guess we'll head south, follow the river.
she needs a new one. It's in the cupboard. Forgot about
I'll edit that out.
it. Yeah.
What great radio!
Well, life.
It's a
we have
it's
to
it's a
include it.
slice of life,
Yeah.
True stories.
We can't tell a story on life while ignoring it. So
Kirkus is booking it down there.
I thought everyone else's would be.
Now you're off-roading it.
Oh. I'm taking a swim.
Floating down the river.
It's a lazy river, Dr. Glade.
You make it to the ruins of a temple outside of town. You okay, Jed?
yeah, I didn't know there was a temple on the map.
Where'd you
Oh
go?
yeah, I asked him. Oh, that might have been when you were taking care of your baby.
Where's your
Yeah,
token? Oh, there it is. You make your way to the temple outside of town, and you notice that it's been ruined for some time. Make a combined history check and give me the average of all the numbers.
Ooh. I think that was the first time we ever had to do this.
Although Dr.
I'm-
Glade's already proved he's been reading the wrong books.
I'm not 20 there. So
Well done.
I don't think I had a lot. Why not?
So, hold on. I'll do the math for you, Alex. 20, 19, 30.
It's 30
14.
because someone's got a plus 10 to history,
No,
or is that exploding dice?
that's exploding dice. I still can't turn it off.
Okay, so it's just 42 divided by 3.
Yeah, so it's 14.
14.
Oh, I have a. Oh no, I do not have a plus history.
You used to.
I have a -1. I got 19.
Oh dear. I'll call it a 14. Or whatever, just for average's sake. 14. With a 14, you're able to deduce from the age and weathering of the stones that the temple was ruined maybe 200 years ago. You would be surprised to find anything of recent value there, but you do get an idea for what the former worship of this large fish looked like. There are many statues in the shape of various catfish. You see a lovely tile mosaic inlaid into the floor that makes it look as though you're walking in a pond full of catfish and various other like colorful koi fish style. There's some ruined mosaics on the walls as the walls have begun to crumble in, and you see scenes of the people. You see a giant fish depicted and lightning coming down from the sky with the fish and great waves, a fish and The ground is moving. You can kind of see in one of them, and then you see the people, and they've come to offer things, and then the sun shines, and the village is happy, and you can see the river flooding. You can see the crops growing. It's sort of telling the tale of the worship and cultivation of this fish, and how it relates to the irrigation and like the agricultural success of this town.
God, people are basic, bitch.
Say that again, Judd. You cut out.
People are basic. Basic, bitch.
I don't believe I've heard that term before.
Something to do with a dog.
It's what we call you, city folk.
Ah.
Uh,
Can I check around the temple and see if I see any gemstones or boxes that could potentially have something? And
Make an investigation check, please.
Alrighty. 11.
You go back behind the altar. You reckon that might be the best place to find anything that's of value, gold, sort of set, like cast gold items or ritual, whatever. You investigate and find nothing of value. The temple has been long since plundered.
Dr. Glade will get out his little sketch pad and start making some sketches of the scenes that you've described.
I like to think that you've created these like the old style of like when people used to go on the grand tour to Egypt and all of that in the 19th and even before that in like the 18th century, and they drew like the pyramids and shit, and they were all slightly off, but like just trying to draw what the Roman ruins look like and everything.
Yeah.
I like to think you've got that sort of dialed in.
Yep, definitely. So, how do we find druids? Hello?
we can ask.
Yes. Hello? Any druids around? Anybody?
Anybody? Dee.
How far from the forest tree lines are we? Or do it? I'm looking for animals, big animals. Cows will do, something like that. Or if not, we'll walk into the forest.
Well, you presume that the fact that you need to obtain beef means that there will be some kind of cattle farm nearby, but the forest is a couple miles away.
Yeah,
Not far.
I don't want like domesticated.
You want like an auroch or like a yak or something.
Yeah, I want wild.
I see. Yeah, you would need to just head out of town a piece. You noticed as you were into the town that everything around it was pretty well cultivated, domesticated. The fields and agricultural sort of on either side of the river. If you wanted to experience something that was less tamed, you would need to leave town for a couple miles. Wouldn't take all day.
No, yeah.
Maybe half a day.
I mean, we could. If we, I'll turn to my companions. If we leave town, we can always ask where they are.
Who would we ask? The druids?
The world around us.
The creatures.
There are always creatures, the plants, the land. There are always answers for those that seek.
This
is why people move out of town so they can get back in touch with the nature that they've lost.
I'll follow your lead, sir.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
Where are you going?
We'll go. I guess follow the road out, don't we?
Where are you going? North, south?
South. We'll follow this road south.
Okay, south you go.
I always forget how beautiful this map is.
Blush, blush.
What did you use to make it?
free photo editing software called GIMP.
Oh,
You
GIMP.
used
Okay.
a GIMP? That seems...
I paid a man to come over and wear a GIMP suit and
Yeah,
make it for me.
Draw a map. Draw the map, GIMP.
It's what I'm into.
Yeah.
GIMP's drawing maps.
The GIMP's asleep. We'll wake him up.
There's not a lot of like material on the web for that, so usually I have to do it myself.
I didn't realize. How close to the coast are we exactly?
Quite.
Right. Well, I wish to change my answer and go north, please.
Very
We
good.
can go
up
to-
north
You head north.
with the forest. Yeah, that's more what I was thinking of finding what we want.
You begin to head north. How far do you go?
I'm just looking for, for wild animals.
Oh.
Wild deer, wild beast.
Mm-hmm. Of any kind. Okay. So
Yeah,
you head out.
Of a large enough kind. I'm not looking for like rats and mice.
No, of course not. No. You want some sort of
Honestly.
game, right? Some sort of like
Yeah.
large game. You head north and you keep walking along. The road eventually kind of peters out. It becomes like a thin dirt road, and then eventually it becomes a trail, and then eventually you're just sort of in the plains, should we say? So it's definitely a bit more wild, and eventually you do come across a small family of deer out grazing in an open meadow.
Okay. I will just whisper, just step. Maybe able to find some answers. And I will cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Okay. God, what would a deer sound like?
This is up to you.
The complete opposite to what. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yep. You see there is a doe and two small fawns, and further apiece, maybe 200 meters, is at 600 feet per is a buck.
Right. Well, I will slowly walk towards them.
Mm-hmm. And they look up,
Um,
and with those big
and I'll
deer,
just-
like frightened
yeah.
deer faces.
And I'll just say, whoa, friends. I mean no harm. I'm just here to talk.
Okay. Hang on. And what do you want to talk about?
God, that's offensive.
Brilliant.
I am looking for more people of my kind, who you may know of, keepers of the land.
We got none of them round here.
Have you heard of any?
John! And she's shouting over to the buck. What? John! Come here! And John sort of pads over.
I physically feel sick, Alex.
What do you want, woman? This man wants to know if there's any bloody druids! I haven't seen any bloody druids here in about 15 years. What are you talking about? I don't know. He's just asking, isn't he? Mummy, didn't we? Mummy, didn't we see some men not too long ago? Shut it, you ratbag! No! The only thing we saw recently that was made by you people was over in the woods that way. And she sort of gestures with her head. Maybe a mile. There's some sort of well. I don't know. Start there. And she and the family of deer leap away.
And I like to think
Come on!
Dr. Glade, underneath his mask, is weeping with the beauty of it all, because he didn't hear any of that, did he? It was just like, it's like
No, you just saw this this deer
serene,
language,
yeah.
which was
Just strange map just walk out.
yeah.
This is nature at its most beautiful. I am really going to have to take a minute. I am so offended by what's just happening. I'm in shock. Right.
These are
Right.
your people.
This is the song of my people. Yeah. Um,
They're not northern though. You're northern, aren't you?
yeah, I am Northern. Yeah.
Hmm.
Honestly, it was like being back in the motherland a little bit. Oh, I can't think. What do we come here for?
What's
What's this game?
what did they say? What serene creatures?
Oh, they were very wise. Um,
What a gift you have to be able to communicate with such beautiful, gentle creatures.
some some may call it a gift, yes. Not always. Sometimes knowledge can be a curse. Um, but nature is is is, is everything. It is both cruel and kind. It is both beautiful and harsh at the same time. Is what people tend to forget. But
Well,
they,
go on. What did they say?
they said so many wise and beautiful words. So many that I have not taken a single one in. There is a well. They don't know of any druids around here for a while, but there is some kind of well a mile to the north. Maybe we could check that out.
Well, if the deer say so.
Mm.
They were very very clever creatures.
And they hide it so well. Just beauty.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect it, but they were something else.
So are we gonna offer up one of them to the catfish, or did you not mention that part?
I mean, if we do, let's make it that big one. He seems. Yeah, I'll keep the little one. He was nice. But no, I certainly didn't say we were going to offer him up to catch.
No. Well, we'll be sure to ask you to speak to the cows when we're after some beef.
Yeah, that seems more like just like why would I need to speak to them?
I thought we
Surely that's just increasing the stuff.
Mm,
Surely we just want to buy some beef,
yeah, that's a
It's
better
cheaper
idea.
to
slaughtered and processed than go to a cow, tell him we're going to make him a
Wind it up, yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that would be cruel. I
It
see
would
that now.
it would massively affect the taste as well, wouldn't it? Really, fear is.
Not if the cow worships the fish as well.
Why would the cow worship fish?
Why would humans?
Humans are idiots,
So are cows.
and not just humans. All forms of humanoid and sentient life are generally not.
Oh, that's what I meant.
But he, I mean, he very well could worship a fish. Feel that's a bit more outside of the cow's scope.
Well, off to the well. Shall we?
Yes, of course. Please follow me.
All right.
You trek north about a mile, following the rough instructions given to you by the deer.
The precise head nod.
Yeah, the coordinates, lat and long, given to you by that deer. Eventually, you do come across a clearing in the forest. And in the clearing, you notice that there is an old, sort of ruined well. It's strange, considering how far you are from civilization, there would be a well built this far into the forest. It's a crumbling mess, and it's flanked by 4 large standing stones. And inside, you can hear an echoing voice saying, "Help me, I'm stuck."
In the well.
Coming from inside the well.
There's somebody, and it's in common.
In common, yes.
Yeah. There's somebody stuck down the well. I guess Dr. Glade would naively rush forward, perhaps, and look over the edge.
Can you see yourself on the thing?
No.
Oh yes, I can. So I rush forwards.
Oh, wait. Hang on. That's because I'm an idiot. There we go. And is this?
Oh, yep, there we go.
And there's that. Okay. Dr. Glade, you get to about here,
Mhm.
and the second you step foot sort of akin to those stones, the large glowing circle appears, and around you, 3 of the trees that you can see creak and crackle and say, "Intruder alert! Intruder alert!" Everybody initiative.
Oh dear.
Look what you got us into, Dr. Glade.
Man, if there's a map, then he knows this is happening and it is a trap.
Stop metagaming.
Yeah, that's...
I won't have it.
I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to avoid the trap. We are going to avoid it. We should certainly run into it.
Dr. Glade's got 23. Ha! I knew it! It's a trap!
What a guy.
I was only testing.
Oh, that's 19 plus like 2 up.
Here we go. What's yours, Malin?
21.
21.
Oh, man.
Nice. And- Okay. So, around you are 3 awakened trees. One on the east, one to the north, one to the west. The closest one is about 15 feet away. The furthest is about 45 feet away. They all have limbs outstretched and are walking towards Dr. Glade, who is first in the order. Dr. Glade.
Is this one of them?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's
This
that
one,
that one.
this one.
Trees that aren't part of it.
Yeah, if you just mouse over the turn order too, it tells you.
Oh, it does. Oh, clever. Thank you, Trevor.
Oh, didn't know that.
Not just a hat rack.
So, and this, I would like to ready an action.
Okay.
So I would like to get one of my coal poultices ready,
Mm-hmm.
and if one of the trees comes, my charcoal poultice, sorry, if one of the trees comes close enough, I'd like to place it on it and use my disengage skill to roll out of the way.
Okay. And the condition for that is if the tree enters within, I suppose it's melee range, right?
Yeah,
It's a
melee
touch
range. Yeah,
action.
yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of actions.
Only 2. Apply poultice.
Apply poultice, roll out of the way.
Disengage. Yeah.
So that's me done.
Okay. Next in the order is Malin.
I'm like, whoa, friend trees. Why would you attack us like this?
Intruder alert.
Okay. I don't really want to hurt the trees yet.
What do you do?
I will wait.
Hang on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. What were you saying?
I will wait.
You'll delay. Okay. Next in the order is this tree here, this tree to the north. It is going to lumber towards Dr. Glade. Next in the order is this tree, and it going to lumber towards Dr. Glade. It engages Dr. Glade's conditions. So, Dr. Glade, you apply your poultice.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an attack? You need to make a slap. How does it work?
Let me remind myself how this. As an action, you may craft a poultice for the cost of 3 doctor's components. As a bonus action, you may attach 1 poultice to your creature that you can touch within 5 feet of you. When a poultice is created, it becomes an item in your inventory which you are able to use at your own discretion. So maybe I should have prepared one earlier. So I guess my action was preparing it, and then I won't be able to roll away, will I? So my
Okay.
my bonus
So-
action is applying it.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you not have to do anything to get that to work? Like, there's no save or spell attack.
Just the action to create it, and then the bonus action to place it.
I feel like there would need
Oh no,
to be
that's
some sort of...
I'm reading the wrong section. Sorry, that's creating the poultice. Place it on a poultice on a creature within 5 feet of you. The target creature will then take 1d6 fire damage every turn for 1 minute. At the beginning of the targeted creature's turn, they may make a dexterity save to remove the poultice. Otherwise, it simply falls off after 1 minute. The poultice's damage increases by 1d6 when you reach level 11 and 17.
Okay.
Right.
So there is a check to...
Yeah,
to-
sorry, I was reading the creating a poultice section. So I've created it, I've placed it. It does 1d6 damage for every turn for
on its next turn.
for 1
And
minute.
that's this one. So let me mark that here so that I can remember.
So it does fire damage.
Yes. Call him that. Okay. You have completed yours. The tree it's still the tree's turn, which means that it goes to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
13.
That misses. I'm armor class 14.
Very good. It but you nimbly do like a sick backflip over it and are unharmed. Next in the order is this tree. This tree is also going to lumber towards you, but won't be able to reach you in time. Crickus.
Oops, sorry, my mic was muted. I will move to right here and cast
Where?
fire. I moved from here to
Oh,
here,
I see. So you and
then
cast.
firebolt on this guy.
Okay.
Where-
Are you still on the ground or have you gone up into the tree? Just looking at the map.
Oh, I'm still on the ground.
Okay. So you just run backwards about 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then actually, I will cast Hex
Uh-huh.
on the tree first, the tree closest to me,
Okay.
and then I'll cast Firebolt.
Okay.
So, what is
Not
that?
Eldritch Blast.
Well, they can catch on fire.
Fair enough. Yep. Good plan.
That's a 20.
Yes.
All right, so that's natural 1d10 plus 1d6. So 3 fire damage and 2 necrotic damage.
So the tree.
I'm sorry, Alex, you cut out.
I didn't say I didn't cut out. I just stopped talking. Okay, and then 2 necrotic damage. Okay, the tree
And-
as you shoot fire, it catches on one of its branches, which burns and snaps off and falls, and it seems rather unaffected. It doesn't seem to notice. It's got a very one-track mind. Was there more?
Alrighty. No, I was just
Okay.
gonna let you know on Hex, I also get to pick an ability check
Mhm.
or like a chosen ability that it has disadvantage on.
Which is
I'll say Strength.
okay. Disadvantage on anything to do with strength or like checks.
Let me double check.
Strength ability checks.
Yeah, any ability checks made with Strength.
Okay, 13. Let me give it another little thing. So, okay, thank you very much, Doctor.
Start to glide back up. So I would like to. I'm engaged at the moment, aren't I? So
You are.
has it taken its fire damage from my poultice? Say again. You cut out.
Did not. It
Um,
needs to do that at the top of its turn, and I hasn't yet had the turn since you've applied
Oh,
the
sorry,
poultice.
because I didn't apply it in my turn, did I? It was a reaction.
No, because you did it as a
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah. Sorry. I will. I want to. I'll attack it with my. I'll use my bone saw for this. Seems more appropriate for a tree.
Nice.
Uh,
Tree surgeon, if you will.
yeah, tree surgery. He cracks that joke. Time for a little tree surgery. But only gets a 10.
Last, your bone saw does not gain any purchase on the bark of the tree.
So I will then use my come on, what's it called? Cunning action to
Mm-hmm.
disengage and walk away. So I'm going to exit the circle and head down here.
Okay.
Does anything happen when I exit the circle?
The circle remains sort of scorched into the grass, and the trees remain alive.
Agitated.
Malin.
I shall. I mean, still not super keen on hunting these trees, but I mean, if they are going to attack us, they deserve to die. So that'll be a flaming sphere.
Okay. Oh, I have something. There we go. And okay, Judd, can you see that?
I can see it. I can move it now.
Yeah, you can move it now. Okay, so formless, untethered ball of fire appears, and you move it, or you make it appear within the foliage of the tree.
Yeah, as such, or just outside it. I'm going to ram it into it either.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Yeah, in the foliage if I can.
Within the foliage. Okay.
Well, it does say an unoccupied space. So just
yeah. So you might need to run into it. So you create this fire immediately next to the tree, and I see that you've moved over.
Yeah, and I will be a bear.
Okay, hang on. I have something for that too.
Yeah, that's why I picked bear.
Well, I mean, I could come up with something for all of it, but
Yeah, but I mean, you've already got bear handed. Bear's off.
I'll give you the unit, absolute unit.
Cool. Oh, bear rogue. I've left.
Are bears large creatures?
Bears are large. Brow. Cheers.
There you go. So you transform into a large brown bear.
Excellent. I'll just run up.
Okay.
That's
Next in
my
the
shit.
order. Sorry. What'd you say?
Said, and that's my shit. Thank you.
Thank you. Next in the order is this tree in the north. The tree in the north. It is going to move there. And it can't do anything. Next is the tree that you are engaged with, Malin. Now, it has this ball of fire next to it. As I recall from last session, within a certain range of that ball of fire, it then has to make some sort of check, suffer damage.
Yeah, any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere.
Okay, so not yet, because it hasn't ended its turn yet. It begins to move towards Dr. Glade and succeeds, which means it's going to make an attack.
I will take an opportunity attack as well.
Very good. It does not pay you any heed. That's a 23 for Dr. Glade.
Is this the one I put the poultice on?
It is. I need to give it some fire. Right.
I
Will
rolled
you
a-
roll that for me,
35 to hit.
please? No, you miss.
No,
Far fire damage.
Okay. The tree begins to burn and charcoal and sear at the point where you applied this.
Mhm.
It then is attacked by the bear as it moves out of its area.
Your microphone's playing up a bit, Alex.
Is it? Sorry. I'll say that again. It then is engaged by the bear as it moves away from where the bear was standing.
I will take a big bite at one of its roots.
Very good.
9 plus. 9 double is 18, 22 points of damage.
Is that not what you rolled when you rolled? Oh, because it's exploding. I see. So 22 points of damage.
The first two. I need to.
Very good.
I'm gonna work out.
Yeah.
So,
22 points of damage. You gnaw off one of its roots, and it is now hobbled.
ooh.
Let me see if I can. There we go. It has now reduced its movement speed by half.
Attention, but cool. And in bear, because I need my quickie one line, I'll go.
Everybody laughs.
Yeah.
It's not a beautiful language as the deer, though.
The tree, having sustained great effort to get over to Dr. Glade, does roll a 23 to attack,
Oh yeah, that hits.
which then becomes a 13 plus 4, 17 points of damage.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I am not looking good.
It smacks you, and your mask sort of comically stretches away from your face, snaps back on. Next in the order is this tree here, the easterly tree, which begins to move towards Dr. Glade, but cannot reach him. Cricus is next.
Ay. This. I guess I don't have clear vision of these two trees, do I? No.
Which two?
Sorry, these two.
No, there is a tree in your way.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just attack this one, I guess. With
Okay, you attack the northerly tree.
Firebolt.
Very good.
And
That's
what
hit.
Oh, is it cool? I didn't even
20.
see.
It was a 24.
All right, and then 9 points of fire damage.
Okay. You remove a whole lobe of the tree as your firebolt sears off a good chunk of its tree flesh, treeness, bark, branches.
Does it catch on fire by any chance?
It does. It begins to crackle and burn at the edges of where your firebolt has done its damage. As we've got the charcoal for the poultice, roll 1d6 fire damage when it ends its turn.
Ooh, nice.
3.
What?
You said roll 1d6, did you? I rolled a 3.
No. I was telling Trev that he could roll 1d6 for the burn damage.
Oh, sorry. You were
That's
breaking
okay.
up slightly.
So I roll it now?
No. Roll it at the end of the tree's turn.
Ah,
I'll tell you when to roll it, but if I forget, at the end of the tree's turn. Okay.
Right, gotcha.
Doctor.
I'm in trouble here. I will use my action to disengage and then use my cunning action to I'm going to have to go hide in the trees, so I'm going to hide in this tree.
Okay, you nimbly zip up the tree.
That's me done.
Okay. Next is Malin.
Oh, actually, is it? Am I free to change over to my sharp bow?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, I will move. This bit is this 5 feet?
The sphere
Is
is 5
he
feet.
within 5 feet of this fella?
He is.
Well, that one needs to take 5 damage for last time. I don't mind if you want to do it next time. Right.
No, we'll do it now.
Well, we'll do that one.
What? How much?
Oh, it's 2d6, so I'll do that.
Go ahead.
2d6.
Okay.
Yep.
As it
Oh,
burns.
dexterity saving throw, sorry.
Oh, it needs to make a dexterity saving.
Tree, we could.
Tree's not got very good dex. 8.
Right, that's failed, so it's 9 points of fire damage.
Okay. As it burns on one side from Cricus's firebolt, it burns on the other side from being in proximity to your giant flaming sphere. So it's now got 2 huge chunks out of it and looks sappied. What's the tree version of bloodied?
I'll take sapid. I will
Sappied.
then attack this tree.
By ramming the fireball into it.
No, I've just stuck it between them.
Okay. And you will attack that tree.
Yeah. Yes, actually, I will ram the fireball into it just to that side there.
Okay.
So that's another dexterity saving throw, please.
From this tree here.
From this one, yeah.
Yes. So from the tree that just attacked Dr. Glade, it's going to make a check. Here we go. 0.
Wow.
What in the world?
Not
Well,
sure.
2 minus 2 is 0.
So that'll be 7 points of fire damage.
Okay.
I will make one attack. A bite attack. Oh no, claw attack. That's 2. Not gonna hit. My next attack, I will turn into a grappling attack.
Okay.
If I may, and I will attempt to grapple this big fucker.
You take your bare bulk, you stand on your hind leg, roar a mighty bellow, and just give it a huge hug in order to subdue this marauding tree.
Oh my god, I could have climbed inside the tree.
Make a strength check to contest this tree's strength check. It has disadvantage, so it only gets an 11.
I D20. The natural 20.
That
Well,
means
anyway.
you succeed.
And I just bear hug it.
This tree has so many statuses. Where's the...
And again, in bear, I will tell the same joke because it worked so well last time.
Rimshot, applause, applause. Okay,
Nailed it.
you good to go?
Yeah, that's me.
Next is this tree, which moves forward to engage with the good doctor, but cannot, is it's unable to reach him. Next is the tree that is... Oh, but it does need to take some damage.
Yep.
So roll me a 1d6 for fire damage.
5.
Okay. It burns further, reducing even more of its canopy to ash.
Excuse me, DM. I also dealt fire damage. Do I get 1d6?
What? No, because yours does damage by itself. This one's on fire.
Yeah, my spell lights things on fire.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I mean,
Why
it's
don't
up to
you... No. In the interest of fairness, you get 1d6 as well.
That's 4 for me.
Okay. And why don't you... is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's it. Thank you. I just wish to know. I didn't know if it was a Trev only specific thing that you get special privileges. I know you Americans like to stick together.
Oh my god.
You're goddamn right. Okay. The tree here moves over to reach for Dr. Glade. Gets up and starts to kind of reach with its long limbs. From the canopy, they begin to sort of snake towards the good doctor, but do not reach him.
Is that because he is grappled and hobbled?
Yes.
And I'm hidden as well.
Which means he can't really. He's like trying to reach, but he's not. He's not going anywhere. Yeah, he's got a whole host of issues. So he's going to end his turn, but he's going to have to take some damage because he's still in the realm of Judd. If you would be so kind.
Yeah, he needs a dexterity saving throw.
He fails because he's grappled.
Right, okay.
But I'll roll it for shits.
I'm missing one.
6.
2d6, which is 5 points of damage, please, DM.
Somehow, the fire reaches into the core of the heartwood, and he expires.
Ooh.
Next in the order is this tree. Now, this tree is completely unaffected, but it's going to this easterly tree is going to begin walking towards Dr. Glade, and gets to about there and begins to reach up. It hits the tree that you're sitting in, Dr. Glade, and so you're going to have to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay.
You can do it.
Little Nicky.
Cut his freaking head off. I think that might be a 1 because I've got
That
+6.
is.
So.
I'm afraid even if it wasn't, a 7 is not good enough. You fall from onto the ground. You take 1d6 of falling damage, 4 points of falling damage, and are prone.
I am now. I'm dead, unconscious,
Oh, God.
Fantastic.
at the bottom of the tree. So cats don't always land on their feet, clearly.
Oh!
Clearly. Right, you are. You take a little rest there. Next in the order is Crickus.
All right. I will move 20 feet to right here. At least that's what the ruler said it was. Also, when the creature that I hexed died, I can switch it to another creature.
Okay.
So I'm switching it to this big guy right here.
Okay, you're going to switch it over to the Bernie boy.
Yep. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast him into oblivion. Hopefully.
Yeah!
Okay.
Sorry.
11.
11 is not successful. Your blast goes wide.
Miss.
I'm going to cry in the corner
Okay.
and watch the bear do all the work.
Okay, the bear's going to do all the heavy lifting. Dr. Glade.
Death saving row.
That's the one. Don't fuck it up.
You can fuck it up, it can't kill you.
So that's 4. That's failure, isn't it?
That is a 1. That's 1 failure. A nat 1 is worse, but that's all right. In the grand scheme. Right, you just sit tight. Malin.
I will. I'm just double checking if this is an action or bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, so bonus action, man. Oh. In that case, I need to look up. So it is a. Oh shit. Right.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's kind of ruined the plan a little bit. So I will transform back into
A man.
Malan. Yeah.
Okay, hang on. To move some bits around.
Apparently, I don't get 3 bonus action turn.
What? Okay. You pop back into existence as a man.
I will run here.
Yes.
Oh, I don't get 4 bonuses on the turn either. Bullshit. It's bullshit. Right. So, I will. I will use my action. God. Guard the life of not Blake.
Aw.
Like
Okay.
even if I have to like just dive over and cover him, take them for
Sure. Okay. We will come back to you.
that will be.
Next in the
But I
order.
will also yell. Sorry, Quickus. You missed a tree, and then I will dive down.
It's harder than it looks. Go ahead.
Next in the order is the big tree boy in the back. The boy. He's going to step over the body of his fallen comrade and come towards Malin. He is hexed, which means what?
He just has a disadvantage on strength
Okay.
ability checks, and then he takes 1d6 necrotic damage if I hit him.
Okay. And he's on fire, but unhobbled. He moves to hit Malin. Well, he moves to hit Dr. Glade. Malin, your action puts you in the path instead, but he only gets a 9. I assume that's a miss.
That is a miss. Sorry.
Good. The burning has seeped too far and is befuddled. Crickus, roll your.
All of that was a robot friend.
Oh, I said he goes to slam you, but he misses because the
Yeah.
fire has reached into the bark and he is befuddled.
And that's a 2, Alex.
A 2. Okay. And he ends his turn within 5 feet of the sphere, so be so kind.
Saving throw.
9.
2, 1, 6. Will be 8
Okay.
points damage.
He too
Woohoo!
is slain. There we go. Next in the order is this tree, the final and unharmed remaining tree. Really quite surprised. He is going to make another attack, make another slam attack. Who's whisper rolling at me?
Oh. Me?
Yes, and I know it's you, but why?
Oh, there were little symbols above the dice roll. Right, I've taken GM. There were little symbols above the dice roll that I was trying to work out if one of them was exploding dice. So I was going to roll it like an extra.
I think it's a setting in your settings.
I couldn't find it there. But the
I have no
dice
idea.
thing has like a little exclamation mark. I'm trying to figure out if this is. Anyway, I'll
Okay.
just ignore my current.
I will. The tree moves to slam Dr. Glade, also with who's it's Malin in the way. Gets a 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
Okay. That's going to be
If you need any of these D4 rolls, please feel free to take. I've got spares.
16 points of damage.
Oh.
As you
Luckily, I am level 3 and not level 1, so that leaves me with some health left.
That's good. Crickus.
Not a lot of health. Well, okay.
All right, I will move 20 feet. Oh god, to here.
Okay, you move 20 feet. Yeah, over there into the clearing.
Yep, and then this one is now hexed,
Oh yes, of course.
and I will cast Firebolt on him.
Okay.
Or actually, I'll cast Eldritch Blast. Oh, that's an 8.
That's a miss.
I nat 2'd that one, Judd.
If I die saving this guy from fucking with nature, do you know how offended I will be for everything my character stands?
Next in the order is the good doctor.
Because the one move Warlock Eldritch Blast missed all his Eldritch Blast. This will,
Oh dear.
this will forever earn my ire.
I hope Malin has something to pull out of the bag on this one.
Oh yeah. We're still absolutely fine. I'm uncomfortable.
Okay. Thank you, Adam. Your
that was a
death
far.
fail.
I am dreaming happily in my death of prancing deers with angel voices.
They sing to you. Okay, Mal.
Oh, it's first level. That's even better. I will stand up. I will cast Healing Word onto Quicker. No, Dr. Gled. And so that's 1d4.
Go ahead and roll.
That is a 1. But you still get 4 health.
You need to teach me how to do that.
I will say to him, go away and stop fucking with things you don't understand.
Okay. Good advice.
That's
Is that the end of your turn? Are you moving the sphere as a bonus action?
no, because Healing Word is a bonus action. That's why I couldn't change form and heal. But
What's your full action? Yeah.
I don't have one. Guess. Nah, none of these are gonna be good. See what I have prepared. You're also bonus action. Right, okay. I will hit it once with a club. This will be the least impressive thing you've ever seen. Yep, that's 2.
You hit it with a club,
No.
and even though it's completely expressionless, you have this sense of, really?
I'm a druid. I would understand that.
You sense it from the tree,
Yeah,
this innate druidic sense of, dude. Okay.
Nature has just gone, why?
Next in the order is the tree, who is going to swipe for Dr. Glade, who has yet to move away.
Oh,
Nat 1. One moment, please.
He throws his arm across the air or off the airship.
Oh, still feel bad for that. Just so you know. Still think that wasn't fair.
I know. I have dreams or nightmares about it to this day.
Yeah, let's get you a magical weapon 2 hours later. Yeah, you throw it off a ship.
That one is not applicable to a giant tree, so I'm going to roll again. Okay. Everybody gains 1d6 inspiration die. For the duration of this encounter, you have 1 inspiration die. Because you have seen how badly this tree has failed. You're that inspired. So the way that those work, anyone need a refresher on those?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay. So the way that works in 5th edition is that you've got, it kind of works like bardic inspiration. So you've got a d6, and then you can roll the die and add that number to either an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw. You can wait until after you've rolled your d20 to decide if you want to use it or not, but it has to be before I tell you if you've succeeded or.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So that's what you've got. The tree ends its turn. Cricus.
All right, let's not try to mess this up. Eldritch Blast to the face. Oh, 18.
Success.
Thank gosh. And so, are you kidding?
Oh my god.
Trying to make sure that's right because I should get. Oh, that's not right. Hold on, because
in the dice roller.
Yeah, I will do this. One. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, fine. 6 points of damage, and then 3 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. This tree takes its first hit ever. Dr. Glade.
Okay. I would like to disengage
Mm-hmm.
and run round to here.
Okay.
So
Yep, you nip over the trunks of the fallen trees and run to the rock.
actually, so as that's my bonus action to do a cunning action. So
Mm-hmm.
as I'm passing the fire, can I light my arrow?
Yes.
And then I would.
Just one moment. Right. There is no more fire.
Oh,
Oh,
right, okay.
dear.
I took a big hit. Is it half the damage or 10? That's the concentration check, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Well, I got 12, so yes.
So it's there or it's gone?
No, it is there. I was
All right.
thinking I got hit for 16,
Okay.
didn't I? So I was trying to do a 16 DC check.
I see.
My apologies.
There. And then I'd like to fire my short bow. That's it. The flaming
Yep.
arrow.
Go ahead with a flaming arrow.
22.
You hit.
Doing. Oh, well, I've got sneak activated, so that doesn't count, does it?
Just
with
the 7?
Just a 7.
Okay.
And then any fire damage maybe that you
It
would like
is
to
all
apply?
fire damage.
Right. Okay. I'll turn off sneak attack.
Okay. Anything else from the doctor?
No, that's it.
Okay. Malin.
And we'll become a bear.
A bear, you
More.
say. One moment.
The bear rug is back.
Put him over here. Right.
It is my desire to climb into this tree.
Okay. Make treat it
have
like a. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a 30-foot climbing speed. If that would help with any of the rolls, I know that it would still be difficult.
Make make an athletics check, and I'm going to contest it with its strength to see it's kind of like a grapple.
Okay. Shit. That'll be-
I was gonna say it gets disadvantage, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's 8.
It's 8. So it doubly beats you. As you attempt to climb, the tree shakes its head, and you are thrown back onto the ground. You sustain no damage, but your eye is wounded.
Okay. Can I stand back up and use my action then?
Surely that was your action.
I'd have argued that was my movement, but I'll take it as my action. That's
I would argue that some of it was your movement, but I would argue that the check was your action.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I accept. I admit I didn't plan on it failing that spectacularly. But yeah, all right. I'm done.
Okay. You're not moving the fire?
No, I used my bonus action.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Adam can shoot through the fire.
Yeah, that's true. The tree is next. The tree begins to move towards Dr. Glade and rams itself into the fire. Not unlike the troll. Malin, what happens?
There isn't a specific rule, but if
Well, we sort of came up
yeah,
with the idea.
if it rams, then it would still take the damage of dexterity saving throw. And
Dexterity saving throw. 12.
you're not rolling 2 die. Let's say that's 5. Why are you
5.
a 7 on a d6?
Oh yeah, what the hell? Okay.
Anyway, the first 2 rolls was a 3 and a 2, so that'll be 5.
5. Okay. That's fire damage there. Okay.
You're
It-
still-
Swipes at Dr. Glade yet again for a 12.
12 damage.
Yeah, no, 12 point hit.
I've got armor class 14, so that misses.
Nope, so you're all right. It misses you as you jump onto the rock in order to escape its tree-like clutches.
I done it.
Well done.
Yeah. No exploding dice.
Cricus.
All right, I would like to
Use
cast
Um,
Eldritch Blast again on him, and hopefully do more damage.
I Another hit.
17.
Yes.
So that's 12 points of damage
Nice.
plus 6 points of necrotic damage.
Dang.
Damn those big rolls, son.
18 points of damage. Yep. It takes 18 points of damage. It is looking like it's on its last roots.
Ooh.
Excuse me, DM.
Yes.
I know we say that it ran itself into it, but technically it did end its turn at within 5 feet.
You're
Would it
right.
be double damage, or are you just going to say one because it's kind of like with extra ruled that it's run into it?
No, it
otherwise
did
I'm-
takes extra damage.
Oh, well, it needs another. So
So it needs another dexterity saving throw.
4, 6.
4.
Yep.
For 6 damage, yours does?
Yep.
Okay. It is dead.
Woohoo!
With a great thunder and a crash, the tree falls to earth and is no. Everybody take
Timber.
450 experience points.
Ooh.
Nice when you don't have to share.
So that 6, 10.
Oop.
2. Is it 26 for level 4?
27.
What is it? Good. Right, let's go kill something for 700 XP. I got this, boys. I will humanize.
Okay.
And I will cancel the fire.
You do.
Can we see these like circles on the floor?
Yeah, you can. What I've depicted here for you, you can see.
I'd like to know what it said, DM.
It's written in magic runes. Do
You can
you
read
know them?
everything.
I have Eye of the Rune Keeper, so anything that's written down I can understand.
It's a simple spell which activates the trees should someone break the circle and try and gain access to the well.
Okay. Do I have any inclination that should we access the well, more trees would wake up, or
You see, as it's been seared into the grass, you deduce it's a one-time
okay.
thing.
Guys, I think we can go ahead and get close to the well, but I don't want to try it. So whoever wants to go first.
I'm guessing that the person that was calling for our help isn't really there, but we should.
No, help!
Oh,
Nah, I'm gonna say they're not.
yes, hello.
Hello, I'm stuck.
You're not a trap.
No, I just want to get out.
How'd you get in there?
I was trapped here by an evil warlock.
Warlocks aren't all that evil. I don't believe them.
What's his name, Crickus?
Oh no, come on.
No. I just can you help me?
Yeah, cause
So
I'll bend over the well, and how do I see this person?
You bend over the well, and peering down, you can just make out the slight shimmer of water at the bottom. An old frayed rope has been tied to one of the posts and falls down into the gloom. You can't. You would deduce it was a long way down, but you can't see anything. It's a bit too dark.
Just for my own record, what is a long way down? Are we talking like 50
100,
feet?
100 feet,
100 feet.
give or take.
Does anyone have a torch?
I have dark vision.
Which
So-
extends 60 feet.
and how
He's
far?
learning this vision thing now. Everything we will come across. More than
Oh wait, I have dark vision,
yeah,
but
you have
it's
infinite vision, don't you?
120 feet.
It shouldn't be, unless you're a dark elf.
No, he's,
Oh.
no, he's got
Fate,
supervised because he's demon.
Oh, the great old one doesn't give you
You've got Devil's. Is it not Devil's Sight that does that?
No, that's Fiend Pact. He's not a Fiend Pact.
Oh, I might have read Fey Ancestry wrong. I'm sorry.
You might have. Hang on. I'll check.
Well, you
Oh,
seem to
well.
have a lot to apologise for, Trev. But don't.
No,
He's our DM. He works to our
You
service,
have
yeah?
advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. Dark vision. Thanks to your elf blood, you have superior vision in dim and dark conditions. You can see in dim light within 60 feet as if it were bright, and darkness as if it was dim. You can't discern color, only shades of gray.
Ah.
All 50 shades.
Ooh.
Oh, the sexiest number.
Do I see a stick anywhere that I can use?
You just
to
killed
toss?
3 trees.
I know. I'd like to go grab a stick,
You grab a stick.
and I will cast Prestidigitation
Uh-huh.
on it and light it and drop
Uh-huh.
it into the well to see how far it is.
You see it fall about 100 feet, and then it
Poor
fizzles.
little lad has been kidnapped, and now we're dropping bits of fire on him.
And then it fizzles out when it hits the.
Do I see a figure before it fizzles
You do
out?
not.
What is the diameter of this well?
About 5 feet.
Well, can we shout down? We're trying to help you, but we can't see you.
I said I was stuck.
Well, we dropped a torch and I didn't see you.
Well, it didn't hit me. Please help. I'm stuck. I can't
Are
get
you
out.
are you at the bottom of the well?
Yes. I'm stuck down here.
Is there water?
What's
it's a well.
the diameter of the well again? Sorry.
5 feet.
Could
That's the
I
diameter of the radio.
using my cat claws and feline agility, which gives me let's have a look. Cat claws. You have a climbing speed of 20 feet. So could I, like you see in the movies, can I wedge my feet against one side of the well and my back against the other and start lowering myself down?
Yes, there is a rope.
And use the rope as well.
Yep. You make your way down, and as you climb down, about halfway, maybe 40 feet down, you find an opening in the well wall, and past it, a door.
But still no sign of the boy, the child.
But you do not see a child. The well extends for some distance.
Okay, so I shout that back up. There's a door down here. Little boy, did you go through the door, or are you further down?
You can go through the door, and it'll come down to.
And
Please hurry.
does it appear to
coming
be
from-
coming from the door?
It's coming from below you. The door is closed.
So, and he's just said I can go through the door,
Yes.
but the sound's coming from below me.
Yes.
Excuse me, DM. I will start resting.
You.
Little boy, how long have you been down the well?
A long time.
How long's a long time?
Days, years, decades, centuries?
A few days, I guess.
I mean, you'll survive a little bit longer. I'm just gonna have a quick rest.
Oh.
My friends will try and save you. If not, I may do.
Okay, okay.
It's like the best I can do for you. Don't worry though, I'm only having a rest at the side of the well. Not going anywhere.
Okay.
All right, Malin.
How
I'll
have
do
you
it.
survived this long?
I don't understand. Please,
What?
I'm stuck.
I understand you're stuck.
Please help.
I'm trying to help. That's why I'm gonna have this rest.
Why can't you
If we
climb
could
up the
keep,
ladder?
if we
Or
could keep the racket down, then I'll rest better. Thanks. Bye. Click burp. I'll hang up the phone now.
Malin has exited the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rest. I am.
What are you doing, Crickus?
I'm gonna go down to the door.
Okay, hang on.
and say my farewells to Malin and insult him for having to take a rest.
I mean, I don't have to, but I mean, if I do, I can turn into a spider and save this little boy.
Now you tell me.
The little boy is not real, Malin. I screamed that out.
Even better than if I've got 6 health. I would rather not have to deal with a demon child.
How long do you rest for?
A short rest, as short as I can short it.
An hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God,
In the
that's a-
meantime,
I
what do
will
the other two do? Do you go on without?
occasionally shout encouragement to my partner.
I see. And the other two of you, do you accept this? Do you crack on? Do you wait? Do you take a rest yourselves?
No, if there's a child in danger, I can't imagine Dr. Glade would stand by and let it suffer any longer. But he's confused. The voice is saying go through the door, but the voice is coming from down below. So I think cautiously he would continue lowering himself down the rope and ignore the door for now. Follow the sound.
rope ends about 10 feet below the door.
They're also
And the
not
cavern walls begin to widen out a bit.
Right,
You can
okay.
see more clearly now that underneath you is like a proper opening space in the well. It's not just a straight up and down tube.
There are also not 2 of you on this very frayed rope at the moment.
I got off.
No,
on the
Cricus
ledge.
jumped off.
Okay, I'll go back up to the door then and join
Mhm.
Cricus and let him know that the rope ends 10 feet lower. I guess we could. So there's a ledge. We're currently on a ledge where
Yep,
this
you're on a
door is.
little ledge.
So
And then there's a cut off alcove which leads in about 10 feet, and you see a wooden.
could I pull up the rope and tie on my rope to extend it?
Yes. How much rope do you have?
What's the standard in your dungeoneering?
50.
Oh, actually, I don't have a dungeoneering kit. I've got a poisoner's kit, herbalist kit, thieves' tools, but I don't have.
No rope for you, I'm afraid.
Cricus, do you have any rope?
I do not. I have a bag of sand.
Useful.
Wow, so helpful.
You have 1,000 what?
A bag of sand.
Yeah, 1,000 what?
Marlon, do you have any rope?
Malin's asleep.
Marlon,
Nothing.
Marlon.
Nothing. But for the record, yeah, I have loads of rope.
I guess I climb back up to the top and shout at Marlon. Marlon, can I borrow your rope?
I'm asleep. It's on my pack. If you want to like get the rope from the pack, sure, go for it.
I wake you up. Marlon, I need some rope.
It's literally on the pack right next to me.
Okay.
Why would you wake me up?
Didn't want to take it without your permission. Looks
you got
nice
the-
rope.
If you got the child yet, it's just standard rope.
I'll just
Have
take
you
the
got
rope and
child
go.
yet?
No, I'll take the rope and go. Go back to sleep. You've woke up a bit grumpy.
If I have to rest a full another hour after this, I will be.
No, you don't.
So
Not strenuous enough to qualify.
I don't think so, no.
I take his rope, go back down, splice them together, and continue lowering myself down.
You do. You manage to... Hang on, I have to get your token.
How long has it been at this point, Tim?
About
Probably.
20 minutes.
I was gonna say like 10.
No, we'll take 20, Trev. Don't worry about it.
Obviously.
Okay. You lower yourself down all the way to the... Not that one. To the cavern floor, where you find yourself in a large body of water. There's a 30-foot high waterfall that's cascading from an underground river into this large body of water, and you've landed on one of the few dry spots that you can see. In the center of the cavern, you can see a dull green glow coming from some crystals sitting on a rock, and there's some bubbles in the and there's a small
You guys are
rain.
gonna die.
There's many small raised rocks around that you can see.
So there's bubbles coming from the pool, did you say? From the
Just every so often from underneath the water, you see these little bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop.
Okay.
No fucking joke. If I wake up, you two are dead. I'm leaving.
And hmm. And where are you, Cricus?
Cricus is still on the ledge, I
So he
think.
hasn't followed me down.
No. What do you see down there, Dr. Glade?
There's a ginormous glowing crystal.
You should go touch it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, crystals are pretty nice. And they're worth a lot of money.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Wonder if we
You
can.
do that. I'm gonna stay here.
Wonder if these we can use these as the bait for the catfish.
I was thinking more to sell for gold for
Fame and
us.
fortune.
I think it's worth a lot more than the catfish.
And I would like to just get hold of the rope
Mm-hmm.
and go to the edge of my rock and then run as fast as I can in the opposite direction
Mm-hmm.
and swing out on the rope. So
Okay.
in this direction.
Yes, of course. To land on the ledge, to land on the bank of the...
No, maybe if I can reach that to then push off. And
I
I
see.
want to try and get momentum to be
to
able
try
to.
and get over there.
Yeah.
You make it to about here before the rope swings back the other way.
Okay, so then I'll use my strength and agility like on a swing to swing my legs and start getting
Pumping.
momentum and pumping.
Based on the physics of the pendulum involved, by the sort of clearance that the rope has from up top, you manage to get to about here.
Okay.
Maybe there. So you get within about 10 feet of the crystal, the rock that the crystal is upon. But you would need to make a leap of faith and then be stuck.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that when I started swinging. But as I'm swinging closer, do I see anything, gain any new information as I'm swinging closer?
The cavern is bigger than you could see from your rock. You cannot see the other end from where you are able to swing to, as you can see on the Roll20.
Okay, sod it. I'm going to leap off and land on the crystal rock.
Okay, make a dexterity check for me, please. Make an acrobatics check for me, please.
Okay. 20.
You nimbly land. Ooh, not there. You nimbly land on the rock.
I will inspect the crystal. What do I sense before touching it? That's right.
The crystal is large and green, and it glows. And you are very curious about its nature. You tell that it's some sort of magic. You don't know what kind.
Are you sure I should touch it?
Cricus fell asleep.
Oh.
He said he'd be right back.
I scratch it with my scalpel.
It does not scratch. It's a firm crystal, but you hear it, and then nothing happens.
Okay. I take off my glove and stroke it.
You realize as you stroke it that it's a very bad idea to stroke things that you don't know the function of. But that is the only thing that happens.
Okay.
Mal, it's been an hour.
No, I'll wake up and I'll yell down the well. Are you guys still down there?
Would Dr. Glade hear that?
Yeah, echoey, but yes.
Yes! There's a mysterious crystal. I touched it. Felt like that was a bad idea afterwards. But nothing bad happened. Happened.
You actually touched it?
Yeah.
Whoa, you fucking madman!
All in the name of science.
I believe I'm going to transform into a giant spider.
Okay.
And I will. Oh wait, no, I won't. No, can I revert that, please, DM?
Yes. What would you like to transform into?
Nothing. I'd just like to climb
Okay.
down the wall.
Where do you stop? Do you stop where Crickus is, or do you go all the way down to Dr.
I
Glade?
will start with Crickus.
Okay.
And I'm like, so what's going on? What's down the well?
Well, Dr. Glade went down there and touched the crystal and then cried. So, not sure what's happening down there. The little voice has stopped, as far as I'm aware, and there's a door that I want to go through.
I mean, I don't see why we've not been through the door yet.
Well, I had to take a little break. There's, I needed alcohol.
The child's voice was coming down from down here, not from the door.
Right.
Door.
Do you see
door.
the child? What? Shout the child. What child? Child.
Show yourself.
Oh,
Wait.
that's a strange noise for a child to make.
Here to help.
Don't mind that pouring sound. That's just Crickus.
We'll edit it out.
Yeah, I'll edit that out in post.
I actually wanted to keep it. That's the whole reason I didn't mute my mic.
You just start pouring yourself a drink.
All right, can I?
Your call to make?
Can I check the door, Alex,
Yep.
and see if there's like any rope or anything that looks like it's booby trapped?
Make an investigation check. We've done so many labyrinths, you've learned something. 17. You find no traps whatsoever. It's just a wooden door.
All right, I will unlock it, or I will open it.
It is open. It swings open, and you are granted entrance to the world inside.
Hey, Dr. Glade, I found a crystal. You should come touch this one.
You lick it. I hear that's good.
I'm allergic.
Excuse me, DM. I seem to have no vision, or is part of this map black? Just not zoom.
Oh, that's on me.
Oh, there's a
You
body.
should have
in
it
here.
now.
Yeah, I've got it.
It's probably not good.
Oh, we have very little light in here, don't we?
Can I see what killed this human?
It has
Man.
been mostly eviscerated. He lays before a large steel door. You can see that his blood has been smeared as the door was swung closed, and you can see written on the door in blood, it says, "Do not open." From behind the door, you note a faint shuffling and some soft scratching.
So
Is my
now-
light radius supposed to be so small, DM?
Yes, because you have no dark vision. Do you light a
right,
torch?
okay. Oh, yes, sorry, I can have a light torch. I didn't
All
know
right,
that.
you do. Hang on, it's 30,
I will
50.
take another torch out of me.
There you go.
So, Malin, I found a door we should go through, but probably need Dr. Glade.
Okay. So we've not heard anything from this child for a minute. I'm sensing a trap. But, you know, always give it a go. And it can't be that big, can it?
Can I investigate this crystal and see if it has any ceremonial purpose, or I mean, actual purpose, or if it's just a ceremonial crystal?
Can you cast Identify?
I cannot
Then how are you going to do it?
by looking at it.
It's a glowy green crystal.
Okay, I'll touch it.
You realize it's a very bad idea to touch things if you don't know what it is.
I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what he would do.
That's the only thing you have this realization. A little wiser. A little smarter.
We all grew up a little bit today.
Fine. Ooh. Messing up all.
So,
You can spend time with it learning about its property. You know, you can like attune. I hate to say attune to it, but you can work with it and see if you can deduce more about it. But just by touching it, you don't get any further insights.
Oh, okay.
Immediately, I should say. Your hand doesn't melt off.
Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll try to attune to it.
Okay. The room, I forgot to describe. The room smells damp and moldy, and there's cracked marble tiles on the floor, a fireplace stacked with rotting logs. And you see not only the glowing green crystal shards on the table, but a bit of broken magical equipment on the floor. On the fireplace are carvings of crabs and some scrapping marks in front of the fireplace.
This human.
Scraping marks in front.
This corpse I see before me.
Indeed.
What can I tell about it? Is there any age to it? Is there?
It's an older human man, 50 or 60. He wears loose-fitting but clearly magic-themed robes.
So he does look like a magician.
He looks like a magic man.
Okay. I'm like, what's your plan? Quicker.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, my mic was muted.
What is your plan? Do you have a plan?
I'm trying to figure out what this crystal is for right now, and then once we figure that out, it looks like there's some stuff over there by the fireplace I want to check out.
How long do you spend with the crystal?
Maybe 10 minutes, probably 15, 20.
It is
maybe 30.
50? Fuck it.
I didn't know how long Malin would be searching the room for,
before you get bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. You learn that it is clearly magical in nature, will not harm you. You feel an effect from it, having sat with it for a little while, but you would need a little longer to figure out exactly what it was doing, but it's clearly not a malicious intent.
Okay, can I pocket it and keep it on me?
You do. You pocket it.
Ooh. All right.
So there are two doors. One says "Do not open in blood."
The other is a wooden door.
Is it written in common?
It is written in common.
All right. Can I hear anything at this wooden door?
The wooden door is silent.
Is it locked?
It is unlocked.
Can I have a peep?
You open it. There you are. You open it and see a long hallway.
Corridor this way. Do you want to come and have a quick nosy down it?
Yeah, I guess we can. I thought there might be a secret passage way through that fireplace.
Well, then why don't you roll an investigation check?
Okay. I'll do that first. Hold on. Let me check out this fireplace. 13.
You find a secret passage.
Oh. Hey Malin, I found a secret passage. We should probably check this out first.
Solid deduction skills, buddy.
Also, what is that stuff on the ground?
It was just a spilled potion. You noticed one of the ways that through your investigation check, I should have said, that you noticed that there was a secret passage was that instead of spreading around the fireplace, you noticed that it stopped at a point and it went underneath the fireplace. So you figured it must slide.
Ah, perfect. And I guess I will slowly go through this tunnel, trying to make sure there's no traps or anything. Oh. Hey, Malin, I found a potion. Or a vial.
See... Hang on, where is it? Through the fireplace, the air becomes thicker with moisture. You go down a corridor, which opens up into a small room lit by the glowing purple light of a magic potion. A small vial stands on a plinth, filled with a swirling violet liquid.
You have any idea what this would be, Malin?
It's not natural, I can tell you that. Oh, it's not natural in the way that I would use natural.
All right. Do I see?
Seems more of a you thing.
Yeah. Do I see like a spring or anything? That it's sitting
Make an
on.
investigation check.
19.
You do not notice any traps. Clearly, whoever built this spot was hoping that their fireplace illusion would be sufficient.
All right. I will go ahead and pocket it for now
You pocket it.
and try to figure out what it is as we explore the rest of the.
In your own time, sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, this place looks
Right,
pretty
well-
empty.
Yeah, let's go down this other door. See what we can come up with. We need to like get back together, really.
Malin, make a dexterity saving.
Yeah, it's coming. I'll be 14, I believe.
Okay. You manage to just miss as the ground crumbles beneath you and a pit opens up. You fall into the pit. But because of your dexterity, you manage to grab onto the side and slow your descent, and thus, even though it's a 30-foot deep pit, only take 4 points of falling damage.
Ooh.
The bottom of the pit is littered, excuse me. The bottom of the pit is littered with crab shells.
Interesting.
You okay down there?
Yeah. Little hand, please. And I'll just hold out my hand to let him.
Yeah. I'll reach out and
Yeah. I'll
try to
grab him.
grab.
He's 30 feet down.
Oh, I'm 30 feet down. Am I? I didn't realize I'd gone all the way.
Yes, but you managed to not
To not take
hurt
loads
yourself
of
too
damage.
badly.
Okay. What's this pit? 5 feet across.
Indeed.
It's gonna be a little bit tough, but I can try scaling it like legs akimbo. You know,
Okay. Make an
my-
athletics check.
like my buddy did. Be 17 and change.
Bang on, you climb out of the pit.
Is athletics dexterity? I can never remember which.
It is strength.
That's the strength. All right. I'm like, right. I recommend not going in that pit, but let's go. First
All right.
stairs down here, Crickus. I suspect this might take us to the good doctor. So
I imagine it will.
You head down the. How do I get rid of these? Hang on. Adam, you know about Roll20. I think you told me this last time. If I move you individually onto different ones, is there a way that I can
You cut out, sorry, onto different.
onto different? If I do this, hang on. Oh, I figured it out. Right. You both appear down the stairs, and you come onto a small platform, and are greeted by 10 crabs. They are nibbling at the water's edge. You see, and next to it, a rather familiar figure.
What the heck?
Hello.
Hello, Doctor.
The space that you're about to walk on, Malin, is actually a cliff which goes 30 feet.
no, okay. So we want to go. Wait. Oh, the waterfalls you described.
This is the waterfall as I described, yes.
Got.
Does the cliff look like I can, like, is it a narrow drop or can I, like, slide down it?
It's a pretty harsh drop, yeah.
Are they standard sized crabs or are they giant crabs?
They are standard size crabs.
Tiny, tiny creature.
Well, I mean, like a Dungeness crab.
Right. Still not gonna be.
I mean, we can kill the crabs.
Make a nature check.
Both of us, or just Malin?
Just Malin.
Okay.
Well, that's a solid start, but with my additional 1.
So what is it?
It'll be 3.
You fail and notice nothing.
Malin, we can go down the rope to get where Dr. Glade is.
The rope? Where rope?
The rope that we climbed down the well in?
Still in the well, innit?
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to backtrack, but it's better than jumping off a
I
30-foot
suppose
cliff.
we could go get him. This seems like a reasonable plan. Let's run up, get Dr. Glade. We can see Dr. Glade somewhere, can we?
Yeah, you can see him.
I mean, I can't. I'm not going to dark vision.
You
I'll say,
can,
Doc.
surely.
Yeah,
No.
I can see you.
Hang on. I see. It might need to be this. Can you see him now?
Nope.
Ooh.
Not a single thing has changed.
Oh,
No.
I mean, I can see him.
What's to the south of you? Are you zoomed in too far?
No, I'm even doing as far as blackness. You can see this bit of waterfall, but my vision ends here.
What's over here?
That's the froth at the bottom of the waterfall. But that's it.
No,
That's
what's over
level.
here? What do you see if I click this?
Oh! Wow. There he is. I see him now. See him.
You see me?
Alright.
Alright. Are those
Uh,
crabs?
Yeah. It's perfectly standard normal crab's not an issue. What I suggest...
Good eating on a crab.
Yeah. Catfish may like it. But if you climb up, you can walk round with us. Till we know a little bit more about that shiny thing.
I'm a little stuck on this rock. I mean, I could try
The
getting
rope
up.
is dangling down here.
Oh,
over
so
this
you,
rock.
you can't reach
He's
it.
swung out to the rock that he's standing on.
Not my
So
cleverest
he's
move.
trapped.
Help us drop down a well. Right, okay. Okay.
I was thinking of jumping to this rock and then climbing through the wall. Maybe this rock. I'm returning.
So is he 30 foot down from this waterfall? Is he like level with the bottom of this waterfall, boss?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's not like on our level.
No, the rock extends above the water, but it's not 30 feet up. It's it just breaks the surface. So I would say he's 29 feet below you.
Right. Have you tried swimming? I know cats don't like water.
Yes, it's not my favourite thing. There's bubbles coming up. I was worried there might be something down there.
Right. I'm not really sure what the alternative is here, buddy.
Yes. Okay. I think I would like to try and leap to this rock. How far is it?
That is, I can tell. 30 feet.
30,
25 feet.
25 feet.
How big
And
is
let me see, I've got a jump calculator.
Oh, good.
15 feet running start? Might be enough to get you this.
So, what is your strength score?
My strength is 8.
And how tall are you?
I am... Where do I find that bio? 7 feet tall.
Jesus. Okay.
Big.
With a running start, which is only 10 feet of movement, which you have, your long jump is 8 feet horizontally. So you would jump to there,
Okay.
about there, before you splash down. You don't have
I'm just looking at
wind.
my
You're not
tabaxi
a thief
abilities.
class. Yeah.
But I mean, with dash, you could technically double his speed.
So you cannot jump farther than one's remaining movement. You can use dash to come distance, and I might allow you to try and extend it by using dash and making an athletics check to see if you can push yourself. But either way, turning 8 into 30 feet is unlikely.
I mean, I agree it's a stretch, but I'm not the one who stuck myself on a small island in the middle of the weird water.
I am. I'm gonna have to swim for it, aren't I?
While we do
Yes.
this, can I ask Cricus to go and get rope? The left further up, if you want to go around.
Where would I get rope?
From the west.
That's attached to the. I mean, we can just climb down that rope. Why would I get it and bring it here?
Because then we'd be dangling in the middle of the air like this fool was. Wouldn't we?
Oh, I didn't know if I didn't know he did that or the rope was right there. Okay, yeah, I'll go get the rope real
Yeah,
quick.
the rope is nowhere near him. That's kind of the issue we got stuck in. And that he's jumped away from the rope.
Okie dokie.
As far as I understand, there's no way to access it.
Yeah, Alex, I will go get the rope in the meantime.
You run back upstairs. Is there anything Mal or the doc are going to do while you're doing it?
I am.
Mal, make another perception check. Actually, make a not a nature check. Make a perception check. You're bored and you're waiting for him, so you take in the crabs.
What did I roll that 2 again? Oh, I did roll a 2 again. Wow. Okay. So that's perception slightly better. Perception is my wisdom. It is my 3 13. Nope.
Dang.
5. That's 5. 5.
I'm just gonna say, you notice the crabs aren't behaving like crabs normally do, but that's about all you get with a 5.
Yeah. Can I? While the doctor is doing all that, I will, now that I know that there is something weird about these crabs, I will spend my time trying to figure out what it is exactly.
Okay, make a nature check with advantage.
Fuck me. Fuck.
11.
Yeah.
11. You notice that they are organized. They're organized, Mrs. Grady. They've
Is that chicken run?
they are working together to complete their task of fishing things out of the water, passing them, and making small piles. They are hyper intelligent crabs.
They are. Alright. So I can guess these are smarter than your average crab.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, let's try. Let's try burning the spell slot and going with talk with animals.
Speak with animals. Yep.
Yeah. And I'll say, hey there, little guys.
Oh, no,
Any
please.
of you?
There is a minimum intelligence, is there not?
As their ability to understand, well, not understand, but their ability to discuss.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
You checked it.
Well, they're hyper intelligent, so the base intelligence of the crab is really relevant. So yes, they can speak with you. You say, what do you say?
Say, hey guys.
Where?
You.
What voice do I want for a crab?
That's the way it's flipped. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, you're all looking pretty busy and on task there. You don't seem like the usual crabs I've come across.
Work. And they're passing little bits back and forth.
What is it you're collecting there?
Where? And one of them turns around to face you and looks up. We are working. We are collecting food.
Food for yourselves?
Yes.
Just the crabs that we see here? Do you have like a family of crabs that you feed?
We're the crab size, and turns around.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty big. I might be able to help you collect some food, or give
Help!
you some
Help!
food.
Food! And they all go, help! Food!
Yeah, I might be able to do something with that. You seem to be collecting small amounts. I might be able to give you a large amount.
Food! How much food?
I'll look in my backpack. I've probably got about 4 days of rations.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. I'll say, well, I mean, we can start with this. This is how long would it take you to collect this?
And they're like, their little crab claws are tinkling with excitement.
Oh yeah, you like that, don't you? Dirty little bitch.
Food! Give us food!
And I'll take one of the packets and I'll like sprinkle it around for them.
And they immediately leap on it.
And like, there's more if we get
More
some.
food.
Yeah, I mean, I can help you if you can help me.
Food, and they come over and they start.
Yeah. Hello,
Food.
guys.
You are king of the crabs.
You guys are the most interesting thing I've ever come across. I think.
Food.
I just want you to know that, despite the fact that you are pretty hungry, I'm beautiful.
Food. And one of them says thanks.
So, I mean, you live down here. How did you all get so smart? What's going on down here?
And they all turn and point at the crystal. The crystal.
Afraid of that. How long has that crystal been there? Do you know? Do you measure time? Like,
The crystal has been here since time immemorial. We were awakened by it.
okay, so time immemorial could be Tuesday, but let's go with that. Okay, so I mean, you won't know anything before the crystal, then, will you? Really?
We were fools then, ignorant fools, scrounging for scraps. Now we are awakened.
Ignorance is a very fine concept to know. Do you ever see any non-crabs around here?
Many men and
Men?
fleshlings like you have come down the well, but few return.
Okay. Have you seen a young boy?
Boy, and they're all
like-
talking to each other. But boy.
Small man.
No boy.
Child,
Only
child.
men.
Only men. Right. Okay. Because we were drawn here by the talking of a boy.
No boy. Pinch.
Pin. Who's
Pinch. And they point over into the other end of the cavern beyond your sight. They say, Pinch.
Pinch. Is Pinch a name for something?
Pinch. Pinch calls the men down.
Pinch calls the men down. Right. Got you. That's not a good sign. And what does Pinch look like? Does he look like a crab,
Pinch looks like us.
but bigger?
Yes,
Much bigger.
indeed. Pinch is the largest of us, the greatest of us. Much of our food goes to Pinch.
Oh, that's a shame. Would you prefer it if there wasn't a Pinch? Do you get anything in return for feeding Pinch? Other than,
Pinch
not
feeds
dying?
us the men.
Gross. Okay. But if there wasn't a Pinch, you wouldn't have to collect as much food. And you could rule yourselves.
Indeed. What you speak is true, tall one.
I have my moment.
Crick, as you return and you see Malin crouching down with his army of crabs around him, and he's just going, and the crabs are responding.
I can come back at a later time if you're busy.
Just hold on, we won't be long. Right, so this water here. Do you see my friend out by the crystal?
Yes, the man. He is there by the crystal. The crystal. The crystal.
Crystal, yeah, the crystal. We like the crystal. He needs to swim. Is there anything in this water that could hurt him? Where's Pit? Pinch isn't here right now in the water, is he?
I do not know where Pinch is. Sometimes he dwells in the water. Sometimes he dwells in his home.
Right, which direction is his home, please, and which way did they point?
They point past Glade.
Right. Okay. Is there any chance you guys would be able to help bring him through the water? And I will have lots more.
He is large, and we are but small. We swim, but we crawl better. I do not think we could help your friend. I am
No,
sorry.
It's okay. Well, you guys have been super helpful. And honestly, you are probably the best thing I've ever seen. Spoke to some deer recently. They were idiots. You were much better. Much prefer you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Don't worry about it. And like I said, I can't just not tell you. But yeah, and I'll spread out another packet or two of food.
Food! And they all dive on it.
Yeah. And I will yell to Glade. I'll be like, right, I think it's best you swim across this water now and as quickly as possible. Because there is definitely something that lives here.
Okay. Can Dr. Glade enter the water here as silently as possible? Maybe.
Make a stealth check.
Yeah. Okay. Stealth. Got a 9.
You sort of flop in a bit, and it's not a mighty splash, but it is definitely crystal. It's definitely a splash. And from beyond into the darkness, Glade, that you can't see, you hear a voice say, "Has someone come down?"
And I ignore the voice and as quickly but as silently as possible start swimming towards my friends.
Yeah. What's your swim speed?
How do you work that out?
Swimming is difficult terrain, so it's just half your
Yeah.
specifically have one.
Okay.
So 15 feet.
And can I use my cunning action to do a dash?
Yes, you can.
guess
So
that's-
you get 30 feet, which would put you about here.
Okay.
So you swim hard,
Yeah.
loud for the shore, and you get to about there.
Maybe
and
towards
as
that
you,
stone, actually. Maybe I would...
Yeah, you could reach the stone.
Yep.
I think. So you manage to clamber up onto an adjacent stone, and as you get there, you see a huge crab crawl up onto the rock where you once stood, and it's 10 feet wide and 10 feet long, and maybe 5 feet high, and you hear it, and it waves a claw, and you can hear it calling across the water. You came!
Yes, you're not quite what I was expecting.
Well, I didn't.
Can I turn to Crickus and say rope now, and I'll grab it from him, and I'll lower it down that cliff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it extends down to the cliff quite easily.
I just like dock this way now.
And I'll make a running leap towards the rope.
Yeah, you can jump quite. Ooh, not like that.
What have you done?
You jump onto the shore as you see the giant crab begin to swim towards the rocks. Where?
And I'll join my friends.
Yep, you run up the rope as the crab reaches the other shore. Wait! Don't leave without me!
Oh, we definitely don't want to be here, boys.
If you mean us no harm, stay where you are right now. Come no closer.
Well, he looks around. You're up a cliff. He's like, okay. I can't climb ropes.
So you're Pinch?
Yes, I'm Pinch.
Okay. Just for a minute, we're going to ignore all the people that you eat. But you're quite interesting in that I've never known a crab like you. And you have a very good grasp of common.
Thank you. And he points. It is the crystal.
The crystal, yeah. I've heard the rhetoric. So,
The crystal.
he is speaking common now, isn't he? I presume I'm not still. speaking with animals.
He is speaking common, yes.
I'm like, where did you learn common?
From my creator.
Who is your creator?
He is a man. He is a man. A human. Like you.
Is he a dead man?
I have not seen him in some time. That is why I called out for help.
And why did he create you?
Well, I don't know. I was not aware of my creation.
Well,
I was only small.
so why have you grown so much larger than all the other crabs?
I've been here for a very long time, since I was just a little nipper. And, the man has been feeding me unsuspecting travelers by throwing them down the well. And I think that's what made me so big and strong.
Right. Okay.
I just
I mean-
want to go. I don't want to live here forever, and I can't get up the rope, and I can't fit through the well, so I just wanted someone to help me so I can go.
Right. Well, how does the water go anywhere? This water has to go somewhere.
No. Well, if it does, it's nowhere I can get through. I'm all big.
Well, I mean, the well would infinitely fill, wouldn't it? If,
No, I know. There are drains, small ones, in the cracks. I found them below in the water, but I'm too big.
if only we knew a badass wizard who could shrink.
That would be great.
Or a cool ass wizard who could polymorph things into other things. Oh my god, there's so many options. Right. I have a question. So this guy who feeds you stuff, does he live up here in one of these rooms in the well?
He comes down those stairs like you did.
Yeah. I don't quite know how to tell you this, but that guy. Oh, I'm gonna suspect that guy's definitely dead.
Oh, that's sad.
But yeah, if he was your friend, it certainly is.
I don't know what I'll
but
do now.
He was killed by something in those rooms. Did he ever talk of creating anybody else like you?
He did. He did say he was working on something bigger than me. Better. Stronger. I was just a crab. He wanted to make something, but I didn't know what it was because I can't go up there.
That's understandable.
Did he ever use the word catfish?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay.
Oh, Doc, you don't know this. Up these stairs is a small room that went through the door. There's a corpse in there that has definitely been gutted by some large creature. Which I'm only going to presume is called Swipe.
Perhaps I could inspect the body and learn something. Learn some more from it.
Certainly didn't think of that. Okay, well, unfortunately, Pinch, we're not going to let you eat us today.
I don't want to eat you. I just want to go.
But you eat everything else.
Well, yeah, but I don't kill them. They give them to me. And I just needed to eat something.
Well, you've got to eat, haven't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be hungry.
I mean, that is the way of the world, you know.
Mhm.
Big eat the small and all that.
My master is the one that hunted for me.
Yeah, he's the hunted. Yes.
Oh, well.
No, yeah, I feel quite the same. You fuck things you don't understand, you get killed. But you know, I think we could go see what this other creature is.
Well, would you come back?
Sure. Yeah, if we find a way. Did
Okay.
he ever talk about the crystal?
The crystal? Yeah. He wrote, and the Pinch gestures to the waterfall. He kept some things in there.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Secret things. He wouldn't tell me what they were.
Inside the lower one or the upper one?
This one down here with me.
Right. can't believe I'm going to say this, but may I please incite the crab?
Yes, go ahead.
Fuck me.
You don't know
I don't know
crab body
shit.
language well enough to understand if he's lying.
That whole exoskeleton does not show a lot of emotion.
Yeah, there's not a lot of facial cues coming from.
Don't see any sweat or any body hair. Just no goosebumps.
If you go into the waterfall and bring back what's inside there, we might be more inclined to help you get out of here.
Okay. And he disappears into the waterfall.
I mean, I like that crab. What do you all think?
I think
So you
And-
like it?
an ally that can
Yeah.
that can go underwater and fetch us things may be very helpful in our quest.
Quicker. It is
Yeah.
a giant crab
He comes
that
back.
can talk.
I mean, I believe you.
It's this, and it's a sturdy-looking chest covered in moss.
I'm like, right, Pinch.
Uh-huh.
I want to help you.
Okay.
I'm not sure I can do that this minute, but I'm going to imagine
Oh.
you've been around quite a while, so
Uh-huh.
you could probably wait a little bit.
What? I'll get hungry.
You will get hungry, but no, I'll be back before you starve.
Oh, okay.
But to get the answers I need, I need to get that chest.
Huh?
So if you want me to help you, I have to come and get that chest.
Okay.
Okay? Nice. Right, and I'll say this could go very wrong very quickly, but I believe him and I like him. So see if we can get some answers from the chest. And I'll do you two mind holding this rope?
Okay.
And I'll lower myself down this cliff, grab that chest, and try and climb back up.
Yep, you do.
Can I cast
While
Mage Hand?
I'm at the bottom,
Hang on. What are you casting?
Mage Hand to try to lift the chest.
It's heavier than 10 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
while I'm at the bottom, I will just take a good look at this crab and be like,
It's good. You like it. It's
wow.
you're into it. Remember that. Oh, you have the chest. There you go.
Chest. Right, can we open this chest? Please?
Yep, it cracks open pretty easily. It's covered in moss. It's kind of damp. Inside, you find some damp scraps of paper, which seem to have once formed a diary. It reads, "The green crystals at the bottom of the lake may be able to enhance my mental powers. More experiments and subjects needed. It's working, but the subjects are growing restless and insolent. I fear they are plotting against me. A cull may be needed." Also in the chest is a rusty set of crab crackers. The final page of the diary reads, "I think I've done it. I think I've cracked the secret to the beautiful hybrid that I can form. Only time will tell if it will live or die."
I'd have passed. I wouldn't have read them. I'd have passed to Crickers
Mhm.
or the dog.
And
Like,
I
It was in common.
Yeah, I still wouldn't have read it. I'd have just I said, "Do you two want to be crab crack? Do you mean like little things to open crab shells for eating?"
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and I'll relay.
And when you pull the crab crackers out, all the crabs, the little ones, recoil. Evil, evil! The claw, the claw!
No.
It
I
breaks
didn't-
us.
Yeah, it does. Don't worry. I'm taking it away so nobody breaks you again.
Good, good. Praise you, tall one. Praise you.
Pinch. Is there anything else in that waterfall?
No, that's it. Well, there's some old furniture, I think. A chair. That's it.
Okay. I'll relay what I read to Glade and Malin about the crystals.
I think we're gonna have to go kill this hybrid, or at least look at it.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, I'm very interested in that crystal. If it
You've
can
got one, haven't you?
enhance, well, yes, but the bigger one seems to be more powerful. I mean, look at Pinch.
What? Yeah, but we've not seen.
Stop moving the crystal.
No, sorry.
I didn't know we can move it.
It was Trevor.
It was not.
I was trying to get a size differential. How big's that crystal?
The
That's
cr-
it.
the crystal's about 5 feet.
Right. Oh, that's pretty big. I mean, what? How are you going to move that?
I mean, I'm not talking about moving it right now, but it's something we should consider.
Right. Well, I think
It could definitely help us against the catfish.
if we want to do anything with this crystal, we need the creatures down here to be friendly to us. Which means we've got to either feed pinch, kill it. And I think it's too pretty to kill.
I mean, I'm down. I'm okay with trying to find a way to help it out of here.
And if we sort out whatever that hybrid is, we drop its body in the well.
I think Pinch might enjoy life in the river, and he might be able to
Also,
help us in the river.
If we can get Pinch out of here, then yeah.
Yeah, it could be a valuable ally. I can't believe I said that about a crab.
I will just go over here. What can I see from the source of this water?
It comes from a large crack in the wall.
How large is large?
5 feet across.
Not pinch sized.
Not pinch sized.
Um,
Let's go have a look at this corpse and see what the doc can work out for us.
Hmm.
all right,
We'll,
yeah,
go
sounds good.
upstairs.
Alex, just real quick, I doubt I can move across the water right here.
Okay, your doubts are noted.
No, I mean like I'm asking, can I? I hate you.
The
is it-
current is moving swiftly. You need to make a check of some kind.
Yeah, I probably won't do that.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'm okay with going to the dock real quick, or going to the body with the dock.
Okay. You all
Oh, I just moved
head
off.
back up the stairs.
Follow us, Doc.
Lead the way.
Right. This
Also,
big
watch
door,
out for the hole. Malin fell in it earlier. It was funny.
This big door, DM.
Mm-hmm.
What am I seeing? Big metal door.
Huge steel door.
Does it look locked? Does it look like a big bolt system on it or anything?
It's got a keyhole. That's like a complex mechanism, and it looks to be locked. But you would have to check it. You wouldn't know just by looking at it.
Can I very delicately check the lock?
It is the door doesn't open at your touch, but you rattling of it quietly proceeds to some from behind the door.
So can I deduce that it is locked?
It is locked.
Dr. Glade, embarrassingly, I had a little side hobby in my preparations for adventuring. I do have a thieves kit that may be of assistance here.
That's an odd thing for a doctor to carry.
Well, I knew I would. I've heard the tales of adventuring. It's not all swashbuckling. There's the sneaking around and opening chests and doors. I wanted to be prepared and helpful.
At the moment, I was going to keep this door locked, but there is something I wanted to do, and I will on the door.
And you hear a from the other side,
Like, can you hear me?
and you just hear.
Right, let's go. 2 knocks for yes, 1 knock for no. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, I'll take that as a no.
So, you understand, but you just can't count? Do you have a voice? Alex, how can I speak with... to make sure we're not cheating. What's that? So that's why 4, 2, 3. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go back, actually, because I misjudged something. When you say, what was the question you asked when you said 1 for yes, 2 for no?
Said, do you understand?
You hear.
Well, you're a cheeky fuck, aren't you? If that's not a question you don't have to.
No. Okay.
Did you kill the guy on the other side of the door? Okay. Doc, can you tell us, corpse? I will cast talk with animals. Speak with animals.
Mhm.
I'll be like, do you understand me now?
It doesn't respond.
Can you see it through the keyhole, Malin?
It's not a straight through keyhole. It's like a complex thingy.
Ah.
I'm like, Doc, can you tell us this corpse?
Can Dr. Glade inspect the corpse?
You can make a medicine check.
Let's have a look. 11.
He was gutted by a relatively sharp implement, not a knife. There's some tearing, but definitely not like a hand.
Okay, so I show that to my colleagues. Look at the marks across the body here. This wasn't with a weapon. This was torn open.
Would I recognize them as any kind of animal claws that I know of?
Make a nature check.
Please. God, fuck, damn it! Like an 8.
It could
It could be.
It could be a lot of things, right? So I'll say, in fact, you won by losing. You were so good at recognizing these kinds, but it's just too broad of a sample set, so you wouldn't know. It could be lions, tigers,
Bears.
krakens, whatever. You don't know. Something with a sharp implement on its arms.
Right. Are we looking at it? Is it a single claw mark? Is it a...
It's one huge claw mark across its belly.
Right. So I couldn't tell if it was for claw. Okay. I'm like, guys, either way, I mean, what do you want to do?
I mean, we definitely have to open it up, but
We've got to open it, haven't we?
yeah. But I think we should open it when we're at full strength.
I mean, we're not far off, are we?
I'm talking about
Dr. Glade's pretty weak.
body-wise, too. We're missing 2. They went and got drunk somewhere, and we couldn't find them.
We don't need them.
I mean, if for only to take hits for us.
I'll take the hits. It's fine.
If you want to. It's your funeral. Well, all of ours.
Tell me you really don't want to watch the door right now.
No, I kind of do.
Doc?
I
Something killed that guy, and you know you want to know what it is.
I am very weak at the moment. I want to open that door. I want to help. Whatever.
Right, why don't you just stand back with that bow you were firing?
Okay, I will go prepare over in the corner with my bow. If we're doing
Okay.
this,
Do we want to do this?
I guess.
Can I check this body for a key, please?
Yep. Roll investigation.
God fucking damn it, that's gonna be like 5.
Do you want me to come check the body?
You can't. You struggle because you're holding the torch and you're trying to sift through it, so you don't find a key.
I could try and pick it.
Yeah, alright.
Just a little hobby of mine.
I think we can do that.
Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Do I get advantage because I've got
Thieves'
proficiency with thieves' tools?
tools. Yes.
Okay. Sleight of
there.
hand. Sleight of hand.
I don't get spell slots.
You don't understand them, or?
No, I don't.
23.
Yep. You click the door open.
Don't-
Well, the lock clicks open. The door is on a latch, so you'd have to open it.
Dr. Glade's very pleasantly surprised. Ha! It worked.
All right. Well, if everyone wants to back up, I can open the
Well-
door from here.
I mean, yeah, alright. I'll stand in
way.
front of it still. Let's tip this table over as well. That's what we did while he was picking the lock. We tipped the table over to make a barricade.
There.
No, where it is, so the range character got a bit of a.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's just
A
on
little
its
bit
side.
of cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I will cast a mage hand on the door and open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and the second the first crack of light comes through, you see this hideous conglomeration of crab parts run into the room, screeching. It is an abomination of Krabenstein, and that's where we'll end for this week.
Oh man, we're gonna
Fucking
die.
hell.
He might be friendly.
I highly doubt that.
Just needs a cuddle.
Is that like, do you know the episode of Simpsons where Homer gets a lobster? And he sees it as the tiny cute baby, and then everybody else sees it as this horrible thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit like that.
Ugh.
I mean, let's be honest, we had to open the door.
Well, yes, but we didn't have to open it right then and
Yeah.
there.
I mean, yeah, I knew it was late and we weren't going to get into a fight, but yeah.
My only thing is if the next time we play,
It's alright, they can watch us die. Fine.
fair enough.
Well, the next time we play, so this is something I was going to say. I think both you, Trev, and you, Adam, said you weren't able to make it next week.
There's a possibility we're visiting some friends and I might not be back in time, but I'm going to try. But
And
Okay.
I might be able to play for like an hour or so before I have to leave. I don't know. I have a drive that I have to make, like a decent drive, so I'm not sure when I'll be able to or when I'll have to leave.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not the end of the world if we do or don't, depending on who can make it. I did need to check with Josh and Mike anyway. But oops, that's not what I wanted at all. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes and play it by ear. I would just say if you guys weren't here, then I wouldn't want to just play with Josh and Mike. But then I also wouldn't want to leave Judd just like by himself trying to manage this Krabenstein. So we'll see how it goes.
well, I'll keep you updated through the day of.
Yeah.
of,
We don't have to make a decision now. So just let me know.
I will be here to fight this crab either way.
By hook or by crook. That's
Yeah.
that's my boy.
Although if if you guys aren't here, this fight could end with me diving back down in the well and getting some help for pinches.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a pretty good
shit,
idea.
That could just be, yeah, we can get down there. The thing can get down there. Okay. New plan. We're going to have an amazing ability to tell what each other want when I'm playing all three of us.
You're gonna have such intuition.
It's going to be. I understand exactly what that means. Yeah.
You don't even have to say it. It's like these moments pass between you without needing words.
They understand me. They know me as well as I know myself. I couldn't be around if we're not just play.
Fantastic.
Man, be honest, probably got to say the computer either way. Unless I've not finished Stranger Things by then.
In which case, all bets are off.
In which case, don't bother turning up, boys. I'm not. Nope. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
Fun as
Alex. Your
fun as
voices
always.
this session were amazing.
Oh, stop.
I
I
mean,
absolutely shredded my though.
I am.
The deer was my favourite.
I am never talking to another deer in this campaign.
You've got to talk to every animal that you come across now.
I don't care. Well, yeah. I mean, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna see if it can get worse. But I don't care if we save the world because a deer knows how to do it. We're not talking to it. The world can die. Let him burn. I ain't doing it. I think I went into shock. I couldn't think. I couldn't process anything.
That's how you know it's a great voice.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious that animals are actually the complete opposite of what people think they are when you talk to them. It's like, oh dear,
I like
so
that
cute
concept.
and
That, yeah,
beautiful.
everyone would think that it was this serene little angel.
It's like Boston.
You're Boston.
No, you're Boston.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Boston accents are horrid.
They are great.
They're not as bad as New Jersey ones, but yeah.
Well, now I know what to make butterflies.
Make butterfly Boston, or like do something off Jersey Shore.
Yeah, there you go. The Pauly D of butterflies.
Yeah, that'd be funny. All right, well, I will hopefully see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
no problem. See you
See
later.
y'all.
Good night, everyone.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Night.